You're not going to win this. 1, you the wrong shade. 2, you in my country.
Well, the thing is, first of all, there's things going on, man, where I can't even really explain it, but it's weird because even in Brazil, and this is intel, even in Brazil or even in certain areas, right? It's fucked up, but the truth is this: certain things that white men can do, they can get away with it. But if black men are doing it, they're not gonna tolerate it, bro, in other countries.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's what I'm saying. You're not the right shade.
Yeah.
You're never going to be considered the right shade in certain countries.
And for us to be like really out there doing video cameras and stuff, I just think it's just a lot more dangerous for us to put ourselves in that position. If we see crash outs like this happen overseas.
Right. And Milana says 2 negatives only equal a positive, and that's not necessarily true. If you understand math, that is not always true. A negative plus a negative is still a negative. A negative times a negative. So it depends on the situation, just like this. Depends on the situation.
You broke. You're not getting no money. What? What you want to say?
You don't know how this fucking country works.
Yeah, I do know how this fucking... Back up. In my face. You bugging out. Back up. Are you bugging?
Damn. Damn. Do you serve any type of... Do you serve any type of time, though? If you... That's considered...
Simple assault. You either get fined but you're a foreigner, so you're going to either pay that fine right away or you're going to jail.
Is he locked up right now?
I don't know. You got to tell me that. What does the story say?
Travel creator. What's his name? Travel creator. Adonis. Okay, hold on.
Like I said, it could have been simple assault, and if a cop showed up, they probably just said, "Yo, you just need to move on." But if he fled the scene, that'd be a whole nother fucking charge. You know?
Yeah.
So he needed to stay there. Now, the biggest thing is, what if a crowd of people started to develop around him based on what they saw and made assumptions? Now you in deeper shit, because now you got a whole crowd of motherfuckers standing around you. What happens in Thailand when you start getting in a fight with one Thailand person?
Yeah, but the thing about it is,
the block will jump on you if they know what's up.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, man, like, he got spit in the face, in the mouth.
Yeah, but nobody saw that will come later and see the white guy laying on the ground and the black guy standing over him pumping his chest.
I'm not even like looking like that. I'm just like looking like, if one person were to see me as a black man and I'm filming and he spits on me and he's from that country, who's to know if there's like one or too many or more of them that feel this way about me? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Then it becomes a bigger, deeper issue. Because there are countries out there that don't like our black asses and they don't want us there.
Right. But who's to say this kid ain't a setup? Maybe there's 5 or 10 other guys sitting there waiting for him to go ahead and get upset. Now you got 15 guys standing on top of you. Like I said, you can't beat the whole fucking world by yourself.
Nope.
So be aware of that. You're not going to beat everybody up in the fucking country because you get upset at one person. It's not your country.
But I don't know. I can understand. I can't tolerate somebody spit in my mouth. So I understand.
Oh, I understand. That's a major insult to a man to be spit on. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's a
you don't do
big time
that.
trigger for any
You don't.
real man.
That's grounds to kill you.
Yeah, that's a big time trigger for any man, and
That's
only
grounds
grounds for a temporary insanity.
Yeah.
In some cases, that you just fucking lost it the
Niggas
minute you
gonna
spit on
die.
you bleed out, right? But again, you're not in your country. You always have to remember that when you're traveling. You're still not in your country.
Yeah, and we always say
Unless
that.
you truly know
We
all the
always say
rules.
that.
What do they normally say? You're going to be judged first by visual before you're judged by the facts. You're already somewhere where you don't need to be. You're already the wrong fucking color. You better get out your fucking emotions and have emotional intelligence enough to grab your camera and walk your ass away. Delete the fucking film if you're worried about somebody saying, you bitched out and you got spit on. Who gives a fuck? Are you walking and flying out of that country? Or are you in the fucking jail?
Hey, I'm gonna read the comments over here. It's going crazy. Gotta be careful out there. Okay, let me see.
Yeah.
This Argentina woman also have an ankle bracelet, and they say she can face 2 years to 5 years for being racist. That's crazy. Let me play this real quick. She's gonna give her input on the Romanian man spitting on the black man's face. Shit, crazy.
In his face and kept trying to buck at him. He knocked him out stone cold, and I was in a live. It was live stream. This was this morning for me. I don't know what time it was in Romania, but let me show y'all. Let me show y'all this. Hold up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Look at this.
Keep it moving.
Why not? Why would I?
All right, stay here like a dog. Stay here. Yeah, you're my dog.
Stay here.
This is my Romanian
Look.
dog.
You my bro.
Bugging out.
You my bro.
Get your hands off me.
He
I'll break your jaw.
He bugging.
Yeah, I'm bugging. You tripping. You got me fucked up.
Oh, you wanna smack
I
me?
will. Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Do it.
Get out my face.
That's all you gonna.
Yeah, but you know what, too, Ronan, man, some of us as people, man, we don't know how to control our temper, though.
That's
Like,
why I said emotional intelligence.
Yep, it
takes a stronger person to walk
triggered.
Even though you know you can whoop that person's ass, it still takes a stronger individual to know how to turn around and say, man, look, you're not even worth it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. I always been that guy. And this no bullshit. And this is even in the military. I let you have first swing. And I let you hit me. Because I don't want any fucking reason in the world where I fucking tear your ass up afterwards. You can claim I started the fight.
Oh, you better than me, Ronan. I get mad if I get hit. I get into a rage.
The point. That makes me even madder that you had the audacity to hit me. But I ain't hitting first. I'm gonna let you swing first.
I ain't giving nobody no freebies.
Because anything I do after that, if I blank out and you fucking die, at least everybody saw you hit me first.
Fuck all that. I'm not giving no freebies, man.
You ain't knocking me out on no.
I'm fucking your ass up. I ain't dealing with none of that freebie shit, man. You swing on my ass, be prepared to get swing back. That's it. Whatever you give to me, I'm gonna give right back to you.
Yeah, you can get that energy, best believe. The minute you swing,
man, I'll throw that energy
get that
right back.
Way back.
Yep.
And I'm gonna let you swing first.
I go by energy, brother. I go by energy. Oh man,
I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about that.
That's it, man.
So I got one person in my room right now. He says the brother was right to punch his ass.
Yo, what is going on with the algorithm, man? Like it's crazy.
Oh, they've been talking about it lately. Yeah. YouTube algorithm is really wild right now.
It's wild. Like normally I would have like a good 20-30 people watching this bitch, and like it's going to 5 or the most is 6. What the fuck is going on with YouTube? I'm like, I know I've been out of the loop for a little bit, but goddamn, 5, nigga, 6, shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, it depends on the type of night, who's on, other channels, different things like that. Sometimes you're in competition with other people, so.
Yep, and you know what it is too is because I'm getting back in the loop. I've been out of the loop for a little bit too. If you be out of the loop for a little bit,
we talked about time slotting. We talked about time slotting way back when.
Yeah,
and
is that loopy?
We figured certain times.
You know what?
But yeah, man, while the brother could be right and some people agree, I would have swung back. There's no way I could have held back. But again, you got to have that second forethought to say, I'm not in the right place. I'm in the wrong fucking country, and I'm definitely the wrong country. You could be proud all you want and pop your chest, but if it's a difference between you and him or you getting on that flight, you got to make a decision right then.
How the hell did he let Justin Bieber spit all up in his mouth and shit like that? That's just diabolical.
Because he pressed up on him instead of ignoring him. He gave him the attention the white boy wanted, and that's all he needed. He fed into that. One, because his content, it was live. And then it escalated it escalated to a level where he had to make a choice because
hold on, let me just get this out. I think this, man. I'm thinking on different levels. I'm thinking about like country wise. I think that they got a perception of when they see Americans with cameras or they're filming or they're doing stuff, they have this perception that you guys are trying to make bad of the country. And I think that's what a lot of the foreign men are seeing. Like we're trying to make something bad of the country. But really and truly, we're just there to film, and we're just there to, just explore, like show people what's here. But in their world, they're seeing us as the cameraman, like, oh, we're exposing their country.
You know what? To truly understand what was going on, I know they clipped this specific one. The real thing would be go back to the Adonis live to see when the kid walked up, to hear if he asked the kid certain questions. And since the kid wasn't participating in his street interview style or whatever he was doing live, and then it escalated. But they didn't show the kid first walking up. They didn't show the first interaction, and maybe he tried to do a street interview with the kid, and the kid didn't want to play along or whatever. And then at that point, he decided instead of disengaging from the kid, he pressed it because, one, he's on camera. He knows he's live. People are watching, right? Yeah. So then it escalated to a point where it was his ego and his online content persona, like you gonna bitch out.
That got him. Yeah, right. Absolutely. That got him fucked up. So it was his ego, because he didn't have to hit the kid, but at the same time, he didn't have to hit him. He's filming live. Now that I know he was live, now he's filming live. Now he's stuck. You can't just walk away. You get what I mean? Yeah, but at the same time, somebody spit on you, bro. Like that's
I
don't know, man. At the same time, somebody spit on you. You gotta put hands on somebody, man. That's disrespectful. That's definitely disrespectful. But that kind of fucked him up too. Big time now.
People blank out when you get spit on. That's damn near temporary insanity at that point.
Yeah, but I
don't know how every two people are gonna react totally different.
I get that point, but you never know with Romania laws. They might just be like, yeah, you shouldn't be filming there in the first place, and they may not feel comfortable or may not know exactly what his true intent would be in filming in their country. Because a lot of people don't like when you film in their countries, man. They just like, no camera. But they should have like, I don't know, some sort of sign saying no camera, no filming or something. But I get it. It's third world. You don't see people really out there doing what most tourists or American people would do, is carry around cameras and record it. But I don't know, man. I just think that they may think of us differently because of this incident.
Oh, I mean, you got to understand, you're already fighting an uphill battle when it comes to foreign perception, just because the American media and movies don't portray black people in the brightest light. So you're already fighting against that when you first show up. If they've never seen a black person in their city at all, you're that first impression of what they've already seen through social media and TV or movies. So how do you think they're going to approach you? Kindly, like trying to figure out whether you're going to be that guy or not?
No, they're going to come out. They're going to automatically just, either they just don't say nothing to you, or they might say something to you, and it may not be the friendliest thing. But I think it's all about just your surroundings, who you're approaching, and how you are. Because I don't know. I don't go to most of these countries that's a little bit more, I guess, to the eastern hemisphere, I would say, like that have that coldness to them. You know, like a Russia or Ukraine.
You say you are not going to cold climates anytime
Nah,
soon.
man, nah, I ain't doing that Cold War shit. Hey, I told you I was speaking earlier. I don't know if you heard this, but one of my boys talking about he going to Ukraine and shit, taking the trip, going straight to Ukraine. I said, all right, man.
Some guys like Slavic women, and they like black men for sure. And that could also be another issue with their men. The fact that they know that he's going to get the attention from women, most likely they're not even going to have the opportunity to, because he's a rarity again, like I said.
But I just don't think
a very positive and a negative persona globally.
Yeah, but I don't. But I'm saying this is that I don't think right now would be the perfect time to like really want to travel to Ukraine. Like, you want to wait till kind of things really settle, because then they just go through.
Is he literally in the Ukraine? Is he in the Ukraine? This is Romania. Okay.
No, this guy's Romania. I'm just talking about my story, like with the guy.
I wouldn't go to a war-torn country. No, I wouldn't go.
He's actually going to fly out there to Ukraine.
Yeah, he's going out for sensationalism or clicks and views. Is he a YouTuber, or is he going out there for what purpose besides vacation?
Because he met a girl.
And how do you vacation in a fucking war-torn country? If anything, you need to put her on a train from Ukraine, put her on a train from Ukraine and pull her over to Poland. Don't go to Ukraine, bro.
Crazy.
For what?
I wouldn't do that shit. Them motherfuckers gotta be hearing rocket launchers and shit all the time. Nah, I'm good. It's like another day in the office to them when they you know, nah.
He said, nah.
He said Ukraine. I said, well, what? I said, you know, they were just in a war, bro. Like, they got war shit going on. They still got a lot of shit going on.
Man, you're a war correspondent and you're doing some kind of documentary of the aftermath of the Ukrainian-Russian war. Why would you go to some place like that on your vacation?
That's crazy. Why would you even consider Ukraine as a vacation spot?
Yeah. Doesn't cost that much to catch a train, I assume, from the Ukraine to Poland.
She should
They're
just
right next door to each other.
She should just she could just take a train or fly out to Poland. Do they need some sort of passport or visa to show?
I'm sure they got a visa thing between the two countries, because right when the war started, that's what they were doing. They were hopping on trains and buses and busing all the women and children from the Ukraine over to Poland.
You know, at one time, Colombians were running away and going to Venezuela and going to Uruguay.
Yeah.
Because of
I said that earlier with the whole Venezuelan thing is Ace Live had gone several times over the years to Venezuela when it wasn't necessarily permitted, quote unquote. Remember the two chicas he used to hang around in, I think it was Colombia. Both of them were Venezuelan. He helped them to get on a bus and travel so many miles to get across the border. They walk across the border, blah, blah, blah. So he's been going back and forth for years. You know, but yeah, it's a good time if they say it's safe. That's a touchy word, safe. You know, but it's a land grab right now. I would say if you have money and you have the wherewithal to hold on to the property, and they don't have any restrictions for foreigners buying property, it might be a good investment. I would check into it.
Man, listen, I ain't stepping my ass or anywhere step foot in no Ukraine, and I'm damn sure ain't stepping my ass in Venezuela right now. I'm just chilling. I'm just gonna wait out, see how things go. Now, if you want to invest in some property, I think it might be a good decision, but you know, from an investment standpoint, but I don't know. I don't have the need to like really want to go over there, to be honest with you.
I certainly don't. I don't care how good the money is. I'm not that guy. I'm not a real estate investor anyway, so I wouldn't just run down there on a random if I wasn't already in the business to buy property.
Yeah, I don't think I would though. If I were to really buy property, I would. I love Costa Rica, man, for some reason.
Oh yeah, Costa Rica is one of the places I thought about as well.
Yeah,
you know, it already has the infrastructure for expats, and plenty of expats have moved down to Costa Rica for retirement. So it's already established. This would be something new. And here's the thing: it's temporary new. Whatever Donald Trump does now does not mean it's going to stick by the time the next president comes into office. So at best, you might get 2.5, 3 years out of whatever you're doing. You don't know what's going to happen when the next president and the next administration comes into office.
Nobody knows anything. Everything's
that's
always
roll of the dice, right?
But see, I think that's the problem with America too. Is too many. They keep swapping the laws and stuff. We would never get ahead because it's like we keep bouncing around with changing shit all the time. We're always changing shit. So it really doesn't matter. 8 years goes in the snap of the fingers. Next minute, we got another president.
Yeah.
Like Trump soon stepped down too. So
not even 8, it's 4.
It goes by so fast. Yep.
Right now, they're so concerned with the midterms over there, which are coming up, and Republicans losing certain seats, that it flips the House or flips the Senate. And now they don't have the majority like they did. Now, remember, Obama had the majority at one point and lost it during midterm.
Bonnie is a hardcore Democrat over here. You.
Who is? No, I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent, and I've always been a Republican prior to that. I have never run or voted on a Democratic ticket. I've always been a Republican or an independent.
Oh, okay.
Always. I grew up in Kansas. Kansas is a Republican state. Bob Dole, all those guys. I remember every one of them. The reason I even flipped from Republican to independent was Ross Perot. Because Daddy Bush wouldn't step out the way for the fucking Republican ticket.
Yeah. Let me continue playing this real quick. We got to get back to this guy getting spit on in the face too in Romania.
Yeah, what
And
you
I
want?
get the money off you.
You bitch, you broke. You not getting no money. Oh, this dentist, your teeth look ugly. What? What you want to say?
You don't know how this fucking country works.
Yeah, I do know how this fucking back up. Come on, face.
He said, "You don't know how this country works."
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means right there. He was giving him a warning, bro. You don't know how this country works. Even if you knock me out, it could be the worst for him, bro. It could be the absolute worst for him. Because people are looking at it like, yeah, he deserved it. But you don't know what could be happening, what could be stored for him. They may not. They don't care.
That's what I said. You better have thought. The minute he said that, you should have been thinking, what the fuck is going to happen if I put my hand?
You in a different country, bro. Their laws are different.
You bug it out. Back up.
Knocked him out. This is crazy. Look at the spit on his face. Look.
Yeah, he spit all up in his face. Oh my
He don't
god.
want to do that. He got on a cowboy hat.
At least wipe that shit off your face, man. What the fuck? You saw that shit? He has the spit running down his face. He didn't even wipe it off, man.
Hey, you be thinking about looking pretty at that point. You
I feel you, bro.
trying to look pretty right now.
You don't feel that spit on the side of your face.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not about looking pretty, but why you gonna have that glop just stand there, man? Wipe that shit. Oh my god.
And a cashmere.
He don't look like one of them porn flip chicks and shit, man. Like, I ain't wiping my face. Like, come on. This is gross.
Sweater and soft with some goddamn dress pants.
Call the police.
Look at the people in the comments. He asked for it. Bravo, good job.
Damn.
Call the police.
Being racist. But people would just clip it and make it seem like
he's a TikTok star. So I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so basically they're saying he was detained. So they have arrested him. But they haven't given out any any public information to what's going on right now. It just basically says complete facts about his detention remain undisclosed to the public. Again, you're in a foreign, previously communist country of Bucharest, Romania, and you doing some stupid shit, like getting in a fight. You do realize Romania was part of the communist bloc, right? And you're an American. You're a dumbass.
They're a communist country, yeah.
And that's a regular day in Romania.
See, I'm typing.
Yeah, but he probably not even paying attention to politics like that. These young kids don't care about that shit, Ronan. Mm-hmm. you talking to some old school, old shit language, man. They don't give a fuck about that.
Like, oh no. Look, there's me.
This guy just tried to attack me.
This is terrible.
Police!
And he's out there by himself, from what I know.
I guess this
I hope
claim
he's
to
okay,
fame.
because the police did end up coming.
This kid claimed to fame on why he had so many
people. Like he just hit him out of nowhere. And it's like,
he was on season 10 of America's Got Talent.
No, he was not wrong. Like, look, he has.
He's not wrong, because in America that would be considered wrongfully, but you in Romania,
right?
They go say, why'd you had to you committed an assault? They say, oh, you could have killed him. That's what they go look at. So I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out there, but I don't know, because all I'm saying is that every country is different. You know that, Ronan. Laws are different.
Yeah.
Especially for people like us.
Laws are different here in the Philippines.
Everything's different when it comes down to us, bro. I mean, some of us, we go to these countries, they're like, yeah, these people, they love us, they care about us, they treat us good. Okay. You try living there now, because you a tourist. You got the money you spending in there. But you try living in there, next minute, you ain't got no money, or your funds are low, or you ain't spending money like that. You gonna see how they gonna treat you.
Right.
But
yeah, right now it's not saying that he's been released or he's still detained in detention center. Nothing. It's right now just up in the air. But yeah, he was at least arrested. So now it's up to what the Romanian law is on assault, and whether they felt like it was, a simple assault, or he took it to a level where he could have walked away, and now they're saying it's premeditated manslaughter or attempted murder. You never know how people want to think.
Yeah, they're gonna switch shit around, bro. This shit's crazy. Right. They can do that at that country. They can do that, especially when it comes down to us. They will switch stories around. Trust me.
Then everybody kept coming up to him, asking him if he was a boxer. You were not wrong, Adonis.
They asked him if he was a boxer. Now they trying to say like, oh, he knows his strength and his power, and he knocked him out. He almost killed him. That's what they probably gonna go by. Shit's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I just told you. And as a former boxer, your hands are technically registered as lethal weapons.
Yeah, you got to register.
Claiming that you are talented enough to know how to box. That means you're formally trained in combat. If you're formally trained in combat, and you get into a street fight with a non-formally trained combatant, that comes to questioning on your ability like I said, you got to have emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
You just can't start swinging on people.
And you know who doesn't have emotional intelligence? All it takes
is the right connection. You knock the kid out, he hits his head on the cement somewhere, and the next thing you know, he's fucking dead.
You know who doesn't have emotional intelligence?
A lot of fuckers that are out there. It ain't just one.
I know a boxer who doesn't.
Yeah, you talking about Floyd Mayweather and his broke ass?
Nah. He got emotional intelligence. Nah. I'm talking about somebody diabolical.
Oh, boxer that's diabolical. I don't know.
Yeah.
Name him.
Recently, and you know, he got arrested and shit, and now I guess he's making his return back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Tank Davis.
Tank Davis is out. Okay.
That's what I heard. I don't know if he's out yet, but I heard he's about to get out because he's about to sign some deals. He's getting back into boxing, so
he needs to. I don't know why he got out, unless he only got out because he got arrested.
His baby mama, he had a baby mama situation. But he had a baby mama situation though, man.
Oh, so it was over child support or some shit like that?
I don't know what the hell is over, but all I know is he struck at her, man.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you can't let people goat you into shit like that. And like I said, Tank Davis is a fucking professional boxer. That's the first thing the lawyer is going to use against you. You should have had more control. You're a trained fighter.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. You can't be hitting your bitch with your fist, nigga. That's crazy as fuck. You a boxer, man. You abusing your woman like that? That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by if you're a trained fighter, you have any kind of formal training, martial arts, even wrestling to a point.
Yeah.
If you are into combat sports of any type and you are known and have been known to have been in combat and pro or semi-pro or even tournament fighting, it don't fucking matter. At that point, you're more trained than the average person. And so then that comes behind having emotional intelligence. Hell, martial arts is supposed to teach you to have restraint and fucking control on your emotions. How the fuck are you guys learning all this shit and you don't have any fucking control whatsoever?
Man, listen,
that's one of the things that
half of these motherfuckers come from the hood, man. They ain't got no fathers. They ain't got nobody teaching their emotional intelligence.
Yeah, I understand. But that's the point of
mom.
martial arts. Right, but that's the point of martial arts. Even when you only have a mother, that sensei, your trainer is your father figure, and they should still be teaching you these things.
People in the hood ain't doing martial arts, Ronan. We ain't doing that
about
shit.
The boxing, man. I'm talking about the boxing.
Oh, okay. They ain't doing martial arts out there, bro.
Some are. There's black martial artists all over the place. What you mean? I was one of them as a kid.
I mean, in today's world, man, the hood niggas is getting guns, man. They ain't doing no martial arts, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. No matter how many martial arts you know, and if you know how to box, some of these kids, again, because they're not emotional intelligent, even if you go straight up man to man, heads up, he gets pissed off because you whooped his ass with your fist. He goes out in his gun and sprays down the whole fucking room. It don't matter. You can't win.
You can't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is they just they don't got their emotional intelligence.
So
they get
then
mad
again,
grab a gun.
Intelligence would be don't matter whether I whoop your ass or not. It's better for me just to go ahead and walk away.
Some are not going to do that.
Because at the end of the day, you know how it used to be, man. If it got down to it back in the ancient times, man, your whole family had to go because you didn't want somebody being raised up to execute some kind of revenge plot on you.
Hey, but Ronan, you got grown ass men. Okay, you got grown ass men that don't have emotional intelligence. Like, look what's going on with the whole 50 beef and shit. You got Ja Rule and Tony Ayo fighting on the airplane. Like, grown ass men, they still have that mindset of being in their 20s, ready to fight somebody. It's crazy.
And that comes down to the street cred and all this other bullshit that should be.
Why would you fight on a Delta airline? Why would you fight on a Delta airline? You know you could get kicked off the plane for that shit. You could get banned for life.
Once you land and then get banned, but you got how many other airlines that you can afford to fly on? You just chose the cheaper flight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got money though. So I mean, shit.
That's what I mean. You can just jump on another flight. You just can't get that cost saver anymore. You're gonna have to pay a regular fare.
Yeah, them motherfuckers rich as fuck. So I guess they can do that. They could afford to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
You were not wrong.
Sorry, speak English?
Yes, what happened?
This guy just tried to attack me. I got it filmed on camera. Leave him. Let the police come get him. Hey, your police?
He needs to go to the hospital, man.
Yeah.
Here's a nicking for your, you got
What do you expect him to do? Pick him up and take him to the
he spit
hospital?
on your face.
See, look, you heard him. He spit on your face.
Yeah, well, what did he tell you? Well, what's up?
He just tried to fight me.
Well, what the fuck
This
did
is
he
funny.
He just came up being very aggressive. I got it all on video. It's here.
And I screen record that.
Yeah, like right now, like just really, like just all just happened.
Wait, hold on. Don Banks got women that are escorts calling guys in the chat, brokies. Yo, what's going on with Don Banks, man? This motherfucker crazy, man. Have you ever heard about this dude, Don Banks?
I heard his name, but I don't know anything that he's doing as far as whatever shenanigans is going on. I don't know anything.
This man be getting the yachts, and he be getting a bunch of girls on the yachts and recording them, and he sells regular dating coach packages and shit. But really and truly, he got escorts on there on the boat.
Well, basically, he doing the fresh and fit thing, but just by himself.
Yeah, he just got a bunch of hoes on there and shit. He's really playing low key like most of them dudes do on the yachts and shit. They buying whores, but that's okay. I don't give a fuck too much about it. It's just I just can't stand the whole like trying to, just
flex on something that anybody can do.
you just bullshitting with your people that's following you, man. We all know what they are, bro. Like they're not regular girls, man. You paying them for the jump off. And that's okay. I ain't got nothing against it. It's just I don't care about all that. I just say, like, why lie to the people? Let's be real with it. Telling people that what you call it, like these girls are like regular chicks. I just met them on the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Highlight with Philippe.
What up, Andrew?
What up, Milano? What's good?
Yeah, I just wanted to say something real quick because I'm at work. But yeah, I wanted to say, man, I saw it, man. The jig is up. And see, I don't really care what people are doing, but if I'm taking your back, like making videos, like, nah, y'all got it wrong. He ain't doing it because I'm thinking he like me. But I guess in Drew's words or the other person's words, as the OG travelers say, they not like us. They not like us. But yeah, I was just like, yo, he got the girls like talking about, oh, y'all brokey, y'all need to spend money. Y'all if y'all too cheap to spend $100. And I'm like, bro, first of all, Rio's not the real Brazil. Technically, Fortaleza is. 1. 2, like, chick, is that the only thing you got where you're making money off guys? Like, you're just a gold digger. You're a step up from an escort. You know what I mean?
I mean, we kind of know that he paid for hookers, though. I mean, I kind of said that a long time ago. I mean, I don't really care, but it's just sometimes you got a lot of these dudes that are faking the funk, and they really thinking that these chicks are, not for the streets or not from the streets and
but
shit.
Yeah, I had an inside source that co-signed it, so it's different when you like, look at it and assume or whatever. But when somebody's like, yeah, I know him, and they're like, yo, Milano, you gotta chill out because has to pay them to be in his videos. I'm like, whoa, wait. I didn't sign up for this.
Listen, I got an inside. I got an inside source too that told me. So, I just was like, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of them are kind of doing it. I mean, it is. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, it's just. I mean, what are you gonna do? Fuck it.
Yeah, it was just funny because I was like, my experience, I was getting a lot of girls on the free ski, so I thought it was on the same thing with him, but I was just like, oh, once I found out, it's like somebody telling you Santa Claus ain't real. It's like a big disappointment. You don't want to get up for Christmas anymore to get your presents. But yeah, I was just like, wow.
He'll be all right. He's just marketing. He's doing what he does. I mean, like, I'm not gonna, hate on anybody's pimp business, what they do to make money. That's on them. But I mean, we just know what it is. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, we just know, what it is. That's it. So, yeah. If they want to buy a dating coach package just to get foreign women, then let them go ahead and spend their money. Who gives a fuck?
Hey, I wanted to ask you. I remember I wanted to tell you. I think you read it wrong when you said you wanted to buy property. I said I'm the one. I don't care about the properties. I want to purchase the pros. That's what I was saying. You read it wrong. You took it like.
Okay.
That's what I was talking about. That's why you messed up the joke, Drew. Come
on. I'm getting old, bro. What can I say, bro?
Drew, you go to the gym. Do you do running?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I do. I'm more focused on cardio. You know what I mean? And just I've changed up my diet, so I'm just kind of eating lean stuff. I'm not trying to really mess with beef and shit.
Yeah. And that's every beef. What's
up?
You didn't get that one. You said you're not trying to mess with beef. I was like that, and that could be any and everything. I was messing with you as a joke.
Oh, okay. No, I just try to stay away from beef now, man. I think for cleansing, like it's better to kind of like cut down on it. I mean, even though it has protein, but like and bread too, man. I kind of stay away from bread a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta stay away from bread. But my biggest thing, and people don't know because they don't really know me like that, is alcohol sticks to me. So when I avoid alcohol, I see a bigger change. Like period. No drink, no alcohol, straight alcohol, no beer, nothing, because all that slows down the metabolism for me.
Yeah,
and it makes me actually eat like how I know you do Mary Jane. And it makes you eat. That's what alcohol does to me. It turns me a Pac-Man. I start overeating when I get.
Well, actually, hemp actually it reduces my hunger though. To be honest with you,
I
control.
Well, hemp. Hemp.
I'm more on hemp though.
When you consider hemp, that's I'm talking about.
I mix it up. I mean, I got a little J and shit and hemp, but it's like.
But I'm talking about like the alcohol makes me eat more like somebody that smokes weed and has the munchies. Like that's what alcohol does for me. So once I stay away from that, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, everybody reacts to it differently. Everybody's body chemistry is different.
I mean, look at Razor Rays. He drinks like a fish, and he doesn't gain weight. He loses weight if he don't work out. Because I met him like. If he don't work out, he just loses weight, even if he's drinking booze.
I mean, you can do it that way too, or you could just cut down what you're eating.
Yeah,
I mean, you could still drink the alcohol, but just cut down what you're eating.
Well, he got genetics. That's what I'm saying, Drew.
Yeah,
that's why it's different. Everybody's different. That's all I'm saying.
But if you cut down like on bread, and even if I like in the morning time, I try like if I scramble eggs, I take the yolk out. Because that has a lot of cholesterol in it. Take the yolk out.
Wait, no. Keep it all in, man. That's healthy. All eggs is healthy, bro.
Yeah, it's healthy, but it has a lot of cholesterol in that.
No, eggs is actually the perfect meal when you're talking about keto. It has the right amount.
I hate to say it, but this is the first time I'm agreeing with Ronan. He's right.
Eggs is actually
I heard some things about it. So I don't.
Nah, man. And there's actually a guy. He actually got shredded off of eating red meat. Like he eats red meat and rice or beef or whatever, and he doesn't, because he's staying away from the bad carbs. That's the stuff, the processed.
Yeah, the carbs are sugars, and that's what converts in your body and makes everything bad. But you got carnivore diets that are 100% meat and a lot of red meat at that, and then you got like keto, which talks about low carbs and transitioning your body from burning sugar to burning body fat.
Pescatarians, like the Asians, only fish, seafood. Well, seafood, I would say, yeah.
I cut down on soda too. I don't fuck with soda no more.
Yeah, you got cut down, man. I want you here longer so we can laugh about.
I don't fucking drink. I don't drink soda, bro. I don't fuck with that shit.
No, I'm saying you did before. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad you stopped. I'm saying, that's how you got.
That was when I was on a road like crazy. I was putting my body through a lot of shit when I was driving from state to state. Because sometimes I go to Tennessee, sometimes I'm in North Carolina. That shit driving from state to state can take a lot out of you, bro.
Yeah. My cousin, he drives truck, and he said he was working out at the gym, but he fell off because I guess he owns his own. He's like an owner operator like you, but the only thing he owes left on his truck is $40K, and I think he's going so hard so he could pay it off. That way he don't have no debt. But I'm like, yo. Can't be driving.
I'll tell you what though, that debt can really increase because, like, say for instance, if you own a bus, you got to get like at least a $500,000 policy on that bus
Yeah.
because you're carrying passengers, and then on top of it, you got to get registered through the state. I have an LLC, so I had to get registered through the state and all that other stuff. But you got to go through DOT compliances and go through a check system with your vehicle. And then once you go through a check system with your vehicle, then it's like so then you got to get your tags and everything like that, depending what you're doing. So I mean, it's a lot to it because especially if you want to make money, your vehicle has to constantly be running because we have like a slow period where everything goes down. You just ain't making no money. So whatever money you make, you gotta make sure you pack it up and have it there for rainy days. Sometimes it's like that, depending on the contracts. Like if you work for a company that just say, okay, we got a 6 months contract with such and such, and they have to go through a renewal stage where they have to renew the contract. Like if you work in a cruise ship or whatever, and sometimes that takes time. So with that time, it's a slow period, and you're just like, shit, I ain't got no work. So whatever money you have, you just put it away. That's where most drivers go on vacation is usually towards the end of the summer. That's how slow period.
Yeah, my boy's actually putting up the money and everything. He's getting the LLC, and I'm gonna be driving for him. He's actually doing the medical courier stuff. So I just gotta see what's going on with that. But I got my final date for the DUI, so I'll see what goes on with that. But even if I get charged with that, my lawyer said I'll always be able to drive for work, so I'm good. I just got to see how the commercial insurance and all that stuff. But
so you going out? You going out of state? You go to work out of state?
If I need to, because the thing about it is he's putting for the medical courier, that stuff that's gonna be straight in North Carolina. I just need him to get the stuff, the clientele. He's putting all the money, he's putting all the LLC, he's putting all that, he's taking care of all that. He has a degree in biochemistry, makes $130K a year plus, so he's good. He's taking care of everything, and he's basically running the company from Boston. And I'm going to be doing down here. But until he starts doing that, I might just burn our van and start doing my own stuff to make money, and then do his stuff when he comes through with it. But I don't want to just wait for him. You know what I mean? I figure I was like, because I was going to just get a regular SUV I just needed. But I was like, man, why don't I just get a Sprinter van and just jump into it? You know what I mean? Not that
you could do that too, but you got to have the right. I mean, it depends. Courier is like more like deliveries and stuff, but I work more with passengers, so that's a little different. Yeah, that's like you're dealing with freight and
yeah. He got that covered. I just got to drive, bro. I really don't even have to get a Sprinter van. I really could just get an SUV and drive for him. But
listen, if you can make some residual income and just be a helper, and you don't have the qualifications, but he's paying you good money, right?
Yeah, I'm not a helper. I'm a private contractor, bro. He's in Boston. He's gonna be he's gonna have contracts where I pick up medical supplies, medical stuff like medicine stuff, and I just go and pick it up, and he gives me a certain amount.
Oh, okay.
Money. Yeah, I'm gonna be he's the one that paid when I was boxing QB. He took care of all that, bro. I know this guy for 6 years. He's on it, man. You know what I mean? He used to throw me $500 a year just for being a good friend. So, he's good. He's already working on all that. He's just waiting on me to get the Sprinter van. I just I didn't jump on it because 28th, I'm going to see if I'm convicted or not of the DUI. And I just got to do that. So I'm waiting until after the 28th. But I might go on vacation in May real quick before I do all this. Because I know once I get into that, I'm going to be really knee deep, like really hustling and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, well, hey, go for it, man. I mean, that works for you. I'm starting to do other things, man. I'm not only just being on the road. If I'm not on YouTube, I'm on the road. If I'm not on the road, I'm trying to go to the gym. But it's just so much. I'm doing so much right now because I'm trying to stay physically fit while I'm on the road trying to make money at the same time, and I'm also getting in the transition.
Yeah, because my cousin was doing the gym and he fell off because and he's tired. He's trying to pay off that
driving shit takes a lot out of you, man. Yeah. It takes a lot out of you. But but it's good money. I'm telling you, is you can make some real good money when you get a CDL. I'm telling you, you can really make some good money if you like. I've seen couples right? Start off when they get their CDO, they'll get the CDOs together because one doesn't want to be at home without the other.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it time and time again, man, in the truck industry, man, where guys will be on the road, ain't no different from the services, right?
Yeah.
Guys will be on the road and be away from their wives, and they're out there banging it out with somebody else.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
They're getting a Milano while
fucked
they
up.
get a Milano while
Hey,
they out there.
it's the truth though. That shit happens, man, because those girls are lonely. They ain't getting dick
Yeah.
down, so
And
they
a
gotta
lot of them want
go
a
somewhere
lot
else.
of them want attention too. Like they want that attention too. I noticed that.
Yeah, so that's what they're gonna do if they don't have their husbands around. So now you got the truck guys. They're like, nah, I'm getting my wife. If I'm getting a CDO, my wife is gonna get a CDO. So guess what? Now they got both CDO licenses. So when he gets tired, she could take over the road, or she gets
Yeah.
tired, he could take over the road. They taking turns. They with each other. They got a bed in the back. They're both making a piece like close to $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
So they put that money together. That's $200,000 they make. So they work until they get a house. So they want to pay off a house and get the land. They end up doing it.
Technically, you got what 14 hours a driver per day, right? Department of Transportation.
No,
rules.
I think they could only drive up to 10.
Okay, so 10 hours, and still your truck is moving 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
That's a lot of road.
Yeah, because each individual is allowed to drive up to 10 hours. So yeah, you can do that. But guess what? You get that money so quick. Man, they were able to go ahead and retire in 4 years, man. They end up making like almost together, like close to $1 million.
But the thing about it is you got to get a partner, a female companion that you can trust that's going to do that.
Yeah,
and it's a lot easier said than done. Like my cousin, he's telling me, oh, man, you got a credit score of 791. Why don't you invest in real estate? Why don't you invest in this? I said, bro, are you what's your credit score? He's like 750. I said, well, why you ain't investing in real estate? Oh, I don't want to do it. I said, listen, back in my hood in Boston, Blue Hill Ave, we ain't talking if we ain't live it. Like, if you ain't doing the real estate, like, why you giving me advice on this? Like, bro, I'm debt free. Like, I don't got no debt.
Bro, it's good. I'm getting to a point where I don't even have to drive anymore. I could hire somebody to drive for me.
Yeah.
Drive my bus and pay off. Guess what? I can get work. And if I don't want to do the work, I could farm it out and give it to a bus company and flip it. I can get a contract. I can sell a contract to another bus company and make money off of it. If it's a job, because there's a lot of buses that are always feeding for work. You could always sell it and give it to them and make a profit. And you don't even have to touch a bus.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many ways I've learned in this system how to get money, bro. It's a pyramid. Like, if you think an owner operator is on top, that ladder goes higher. Like, you could get to the point where you can get contracts and you don't even have to be doing the dirty work, like driving. Get contract and farm it out. And
that's what I was telling you about with the sprinter van. Like, if my boys, I don't want to wait for him, I can just I've started looking up stuff on Instagram with companies will give me loads, and I can start doing that myself until I jump on that medical courier stuff. That was
you get your own splinter van and you do that, you're gonna make some money.
Yep.
You're gonna make a lot of money because you could, like
Drew,
I said, what
my main goal is?
You can go as an owner operator with your vehicle and make money, but you gotta have to, go by 1099, and you might have to get a business at that point, though. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I could always do the LLC and stuff. I got financial advisor at my bank. I just haven't jumped on it yet because I'm waiting for the right time, like after everything pushes over. But yeah, man, that's good that you're going to the gym, man. I know people at my job that have a gym membership and they don't even go to the gym. They only do it once a month. So that's good. You're consistent. I don't really go to the gym. I just feel like burpees is everything for me. It actually, I know guys that run and they're always miserable at their job, and I'm doing burpees and I'm so happy. These people think I'm on drugs or something.
Well, that's fine. You could find your own ways of working out. I usually just stay to cardio. I don't want to do too much, man. I'm not really trying to weight lift and get bulky like I did before.
Yeah, that's why I do burpees, bro. It's cardio and strength training all in one.
I just want to be more just slender, bro, and just trim down on weight. That's it. I don't care about being all bulky and shit.
Yeah. But hopefully everything works out on your end. I know hopefully it'll work on my mind.
Yeah, man, you too, bro. You'll be good, man. Just stick to the vision, man. Stick to the
But
vision.
Drew, before I let you go, I was trying to tell you, you know what my main goal? You know what my main goal is?
Venezuela?
No, my main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody.
Oh, okay. You said the mango.
Riff-raff.
You know your mango? What's your take on Venezuela, man? What's your take on it, man? They're gonna infiltrate that shit?
Nah, I got a plug in there, so I might go out there and stuff like that. That's why I was curious, but I'm just doing my homework on that. I might be out there in May. I don't know yet, but it's messed up what's going.
There's some cheap mangoes, man. They really cheap.
Cheapskate Jake prices. You know, I got my Cheapskate Jake avatar on. You gotta say it right, Drew. Them Cheapskate Jake prices.
Jakes.
Man, let me tell you. I want to tell you this real quick.
Yeah,
John Banks and them talking all that stuff about $100. Bro, I said, I was getting them cheap, bro. It's so cheap, man. When I told my cousin back home, they want to stop dating.
We are talking about groceries here, guys.
Groceries,
Yes, please.
Groceries like mangoes, milk, all that good stuff.
Yeah, we know.
Prices, pizza. You know, two things that sell in the economy: pizza and you know what?
I don't know about no pizza. The only type of pizza I know is over there in Thailand, and I ain't want none of that pizza.
You didn't want that? Oh, you mean the pepperoni pizza? Nah, the thing about it is you actually got to worry more in Philippines about that than Thailand. Thailand, they don't mess with you, but Philippines, they will try to lie and scam you. I've had situations like that, so a lot of people don't know, man.
I got scammed by a Filipino too. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. I met her and I started talking to her online, bro. She's them Filipino women are vicious, bro.
I told you they don't play no games here. If you come over here thinking they don't know what the fuck is up, they know what the fuck is up, and you will be taken.
They be scamming out there, bro.
Well, you know what's so funny, bro? The thing I like about a lot of these women overseas, even though they act like wolves, the thing about me is I got that dog in me. And I do it double. Like I had a whole girlfriend and I cheated on her with a walker, and she was upset and everything. So it's like I'm actually 20 times worse than them. So I think a lot of times they don't really try to play me like that. I don't know, maybe because I'm experienced too, but
you know what I think though, honestly, I think what it is that I think a lot of guys go to these countries and they have certain expectations on the women.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, that's like Medellin, right?
Yeah.
I kind of knew what it was like from the second day being there. And I'm like, yeah, this ain't really my type of crowd, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool if you it's like Susu on steroids. That's what Medellin is like. So if you like that atmosphere, that is your shit. That's your thing. If you love being a weekend warrior or just love play for play like constantly, consistently, then that's your thing. But I've seen a lot of single mothers out there, man, and these were girls that were not even in that play for play, but they were still in the same realm because they had to do what they had to do to make money. Like it's just insane, bro. I said, nah, I can't fuck with that, bro. Can't.
Yeah, it's really crazy out there. It's like a dog eat dog world.
It's dog world. How do you even create relationships when everybody just want to get money from you?
I mean, I don't know, because I never really had it really like that, especially when I was in Medellin when it was safe. I actually had a whole massage therapist that actually wanted a relationship with me and was like, I just need a man that's going to treat me right. But I was only for 3 or 4 days, so I was addicted to those walkers.
Yeah, but how long ago was that, though? How long ago was that?
That was when Medellin was safe. It was like 2015, 2016.
Yeah, them days are done, bro. It was like that when I went there, too, and was it 2000? Not too long ago, too.
But I had
2022. 2022, it was like that too, like how you mentioned it, but it's not like that no more, bro.
Yeah.
It's gotten worse. It is not like that no more. Like those girls are brutal, bro. They're like,
if I
you want to talk to me, you want me to be your friend, $50, $150.
If I go back to Colombia, I might do Barranquilla like Flatboy way, or I might go somewhere different where a lot of guys ain't going to. So yeah, that's what my plan is. But I'm definitely avoiding Medellin, Cartagena. I've been there, done that. I was already there. It's like nothing impressive. I want to do something different. That's the thing. and I'm plugged in with Honduras. I could have a house for myself. I just haven't jumped on that yet. So,
I would love to go to Guatape. That's a pretty dope spot in Colombia, and San Andreas.
Oh yeah.
San Andreas.
Yeah, I heard San Andreas. You gotta have you have to have a old lady with you. You know what I mean? You have to have a girl with you already. You gotta bring San to the beach. You can't go out there looking. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but.
Ronan, you kind of quiet back there, man. What's up?
Man, you have no idea what I'm doing over here in AI. I just redid a whole thumbnail. Yeah. I'll show you the work here in a minute, but y'all keep on talking. But yeah. So I know a lot of truckers and a couple truckers actually, like you were talking about, the husband and wife teams. Yeah. They make a lot of money, man. And it keeps the family together, really, unless they have kids or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, Drew, I'm going back to work. I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Peace. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Yeah, man. So
now you want to see what I'm doing over here? I'm gonna share the screen with you.
All right.
Hold on. Get the right screen here.
I'm about to close it off in a minute, man. This algorithm is
super slow.
Yeah. I'm about to go do some gym tomorrow too. See when's the next time I go on the road.
All right. Let me know when you're sharing.
Okay. Right. Diabolical, bro. That's diabolical. Right.
So I started off with you. I just did a screen capture on your image, right? Turned you under that. Then I went ahead and said, give me some facial expressions off of that one. And then I gave it the thumbnail and said, let's blend it all together and put my character in there. And that's what it came up with.
Nice. That's dope.
But yeah, man, that's the whole thing. That's all I've been doing, man, is working on my AI, structuring automated businesses in the background. So by the time I leave the Philippines, man, I should have at least 4 or 5 productive automated businesses running on, through AI.
You know, I noticed that automated
coming here. Yeah.
That automated stuff and shorts is what's really working for me with views. Like that's why I'm going back to kind of doing shorts. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll do lives here and there, just for regular talk, but I'm gonna kind of like devote more of the time in the shorts because they're easier and I could just get things done faster, keep putting videos out. And people like that.
You need like 3 million or something crazy. You need some crazy amount of volume on your shorts.
You can get so many volume with shorts.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying it's just a crazy number that you have to come with on a consistent basis. So you definitely have to be more viral on your shorts.
Yeah. 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 I mean, once you hear something and you kind of throw it out there, you could just, there's so many ways to optimizing your titles too. You could do it through a search engine and so that's what I do. I optimize my titles and try to get there. I'm trying to do it for the live streams, but I don't know, man. Something's funky up with YouTube. I don't know what's going on with the live.
They've been talking about it lately that a lot of the channels that were getting a lot of love are not getting it anymore. I mean, Ace Live and even Checks in Effect has been talking about it, and they're way more into the system than we are. So it changed a lot, and it's supposedly supposed to be getting better, but it really isn't.
What up, Drew G?
Yo, what decided to pull up for a little bit since y'all done gotten off that hookah talk.
Yeah, hey, Drew, did you notice I was quiet during that whole conversation? In the background doing something.
I noticed.
I'm in the background. Right.
Yeah, cheapskate Jake on the panel. He was talking about the hookahs.
Well, we know he's the #1 monger in the world, so ain't nobody topping that. He's an Asian history monger.
He's an OG Monica.
The OG of mongers.
Nah, man, where you been at, bro?
Who, me?
Andrew. Ronan, I see you all over, bro.
Yeah,
Man.
I'm on all the time. What the fuck you talking about? I don't know.
Honestly, bro, I've been doing a lot of stuff, man. Doing a lot of mental health. I've been on the road. Yeah, I've been working. Yeah, so I've been going back to the gym too. So I'm just doing a lot of shit, bro. I'm just doing a lot of good.
All good thing.
When it's trucking season and bus season, and I'm on the road, and I gotta get the money, man. So that's what I do. Man. I make what I can make.
Go get the money. Go get the money. Get the money.
Yeah, I make the money, and then I come home, and then I can rest for a little bit. And because there's a slow period that we have that we're slow for like maybe 2 months. We won't have any work, and that's where I'll probably go on vacation and do shit. So,
you know what's going on? Corey Holcomb is on, King Supreme is on, and a couple other ones that would overlap with every people that would come in here.
Yeah, I think
Tuesday.
K9 is on too, I think.
So everybody's is overlapping. Yeah, those guys are doing the show like every. Yeah, because those guys are doing shows like every day or some shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
What happened to Razor Rays though?
I don't know what happened to Razor, man. He's kind of just taking maybe
cooling out for a minute, letting the block stop being hot.
Yeah,
especially on the content he does, because he talk about the very people they're being looked at.
Well, yeah, a lot of people have lost their channels, so a lot of people are just like, maybe I need to chill out for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Because if you have a Rello pop up, or whoever has lost their channel, who else lost their channel? I think the block is hot. That Floyd thing, man, it messed up the whole. I mean, it just changed the whole dynamic, I think, of everything.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it just put a spotlight on people's behavior. Because if you out there doing some questionable bullshit, you need to be ready for some shit happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but do you guys think that traveling is getting a little bit harder now because of situations like that?
The economy is harder now. So, I mean, that's going to affect people traveling too.
No, I don't think traveling's gotten harder now.
Oh, I should say safer, because now it's like.
Not if you're going to Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico is crazy.
Yeah,
who used to promote Mexico?
Has anybody heard from QB? Who
used to promote Mexico a lot in this travel space? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Has anybody heard from? I saw him on IG a little bit ago, but I mean, he frequents these very spots, Jalisco and all these other places. I mean, he's always down there.
Yeah.
Let me take a page from Peso Man. He's out there with them hawkers.
Yeah. QB and what was the other brother's name? Black Baja.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from neither. I haven't seen neither one of those dudes in a while.
Oh, they're in the group. I seen Black Baja say something, but everybody's been kind of quiet lately, man.
Yeah. Like I said, a lot of people have been real low key after this whole Floyd stuff, and I'm just
a lot
wondering
of the
when
YouTube channels gotten taken down too that were doing that kind of content. What's the Air Force guy down in
Skyler.
Skyler got his page taken, and some others.
Mm-hmm.
So
Skyler, I think GJP lost his channel. Who else? Of course, we know Floyd lost his. I thought they were going to get Austin for a minute.
Austin changed his content up real fast. He's getting married. You know what I'm saying? Good for him, but I'm just saying.
Is that legit?
Yeah, it's legit. He's flying there to places now and everything else. So as far as I know, that's legit.
Okay. I mean, she looks a lot like his mother, man.
Well, people say you're usually gonna marry somebody close to something you're familiar with, which is your mother.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I kind of knew Austin was kind of different, though. I know he was
different. See, you say words that are open framed. Like, what you mean?
You got to clear that up, brother.
Yeah, you need to clear
Well,
that
I mean,
shit.
he wasn't really like a crash. I mean, he wasn't really like a crash out, as people would say, like your Jay Rello or
oh no, he's not a
Kid
crash
of the
out.
Future type of shit.
Yeah, he definitely not a crash out. I got to give him credit for that.
So, but I mean, I think people expected him to be.
But you know, the dynamics of everything have just changed. It's just like even with the restrictions into Thailand, the closing of or Susua is not the same. I mean, these are places I've never been. So, but I'm just hearing what the guys are saying. Like,
A lot of the
Susua is not
visa
the same.
requirements are changing. They double
Yep.
checking people's bank accounts, all kind of shit. All that crash out
Yep.
behavior. A lot of countries, you can't come in the country without having a certain amount of money on your bank account now.
And Colombia, the issues there are just being deported at the gate. Like, you land and you can be taken out in customs.
Remember, I said this a long time ago, and people said, "No, it's not going to happen. No, it's not going to happen." I said that eventually, if this crash out and these ninjas keep doing what they're doing, they're going to feminize those countries. It's going to be feminist. It's going to be feminized. Like, it's going to be westernized.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Hey, look what the laws are putting in place are now. They're making it.
I'm not going to bring brothers for that. Listen. I'm not going to bring brothers for that specifically because there's plenty of white dudes in other countries that are.
No, I'm not saying brothers. I'm not saying black people. I'm not saying black people. But when I say it's just like men, like we kind of put in as a whole, we kind of put in some partake in the bullshit.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're going to these countries that you have impoverished women who are basically selling themselves, and it's not just American. It's just it's men from all over the world that are going down there, and they putting the spotlight on that country, and the country saying, "Well, we've had enough." And I mean, for example, with Colombia said, "Well, hey, we need to start doing some background checks." Oh man, look at these guys actually coming in here. We got guys who have all types of criminal backgrounds. Let's just turn them away right now.
Right.
Yeah.
You got a guy that I don't know, was it BMT had a episode where he was talking about a guy that I think he murdered somebody in South Carolina and he was able to make it all the way to Thailand and got arrested out there. So,
Shit's crazy.
Yeah, it's just a lot of people that, this system, they've been traveling just, and now I think these countries are starting to say, okay, let's look at their backgrounds a little bit. All right, yeah, he's got to go back. The Vitali's got to go back. The whoever else. I think Johnny Somali's still in prison. And these are men of all different races.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
true.
true.
It's happening a lot in the Philippines. There's more than one, YT type of foreigner. From what was it? Estonia recently, an Estonian that was married to a Filipina that had actually a child was recently arrested on some pedo shit and arrested and put in jail for the content that he was filming.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what but you see, the thing is, if a white person goes out there and films the content, they're not gonna really say, for instance, like I'll say this, like with the women, right? A white guy can honestly go to Colombia and film those girls, and they may not even care about being on the film. A black guy does it now. Guess what that girl's gonna say? She might be in the background, but she may not be all in the picture. But because she's in the background, she's gonna say, can you take my video down? Can you erase my video? Don't put me in there. I don't like that video.
I don't know, man. I haven't seen that type of disparity.
I don't know, man. It happens out there. It does. It does. It really does.
I mean, if you're putting cameras in these people's face, you know what I'm saying? It's like the discussion has always been that you've got girls who are coming from out of town and they don't want their boyfriends, they don't want their parents, nobody to see them. So they're gonna crash out on you. Like, hey, I'm trying to make $1 here, and you here messing up my game. And if my family finds out about it,
Absolutely.
I'm ruined. While you go back, you get to go back to your country and everything's all good.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. That does partake in situations like that. But
Hmm.
there comes a level of respect and respect
Yeah.
factor. And I even said this is that a lot of us, not saying us as people, not us, but just when we go to these foreign countries, we don't come with a lack of knowledge on understanding the cultures that they're different. We
I
cannot bring
agree.
our culture over there and try to influence on them because
I
oh
agree.
well, this should be this way because back home is that's back home. It's their
Hmm.
country. You gotta respect what they got going on. Just like certain countries, I couldn't even smoke a Mary Jane. I'll get arrested.
Right.
I'll go to jail for that shit. You can't even smoke a cigarette in certain places too, especially in Singapore. They see you with a
Hmm.
cigarette, you can smoke a cigarette, but if they see you flicking on the ground, you're gonna be
Oh yeah,
serving a hard
you're
time.
getting fined. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
going to jail. They're not
Yeah. You
playing with
better
that
be
shit.
able to put that thing out on your tongue
Yeah,
and stick the butt in your pocket.
yeah. That shit is clean. Oh man, it's clean. That place is clean, spotless, clean, beautiful.
Yeah.
But they're not playing, man. They don't play with shit like that. You cannot flick buds or anything and drop litter. You can't litter either too. There's a fine for littering. And then they have bathrooms too. You got to pay to go in the bathrooms, like a public bathroom. Like
But one of the things I'm starting to notice with this
crazy.
whole space too is that I said this a long time ago is that the guys, a lot of these guys are not would not be able to stay long, and it's coming to fruition is that some of them do not really have much income coming in.
Yeah.
They're living off of fumes. If they're on the country, they're like, well, I just need to be able to buy the plane ticket and then stay. I got $200 in my pocket. Like the I remember when this kind of started and was just like, man, you're traveling overseas with just $200 in your pocket. Like that's crazy. Anything can happen. $200 is gone.
Man, listen, it ain't just the guys that are doing that. The girls did that too. This one
Yeah.
girl, couple of girls went to Thailand with only $10 in their pocket,
Yeah.
and they they were trying to like. I was on that show with BMT that with the chick, and he was like, "Hey man, you want to give a donation to the sister?" I said, "BMT man, she's just playing a game, bro. Trust me."
Yeah.
She's grifting, bro. He didn't believe me, and then he figured out BMT saw it. He was like, "Oh shit, Andrew, you were right." I said, "I told you." I
Yeah.
told you. She went ahead and tore up her whole cubicle. I think Ronan, you were on that show.
Was that the,
Mhm.
the bald headed chick?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She tore up
What-
the shop she was working
yeah,
at.
she tore up her shop. She got a job and everything.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But like I said, those people, and like I said, I'm starting to even see even in BMT's content, even though you just brought him up, is that the people that even he's been talking to, they have some type of longevity stream of income that's coming in. It could be the military, retirement, a retirement and other income that they're receiving, or you've gotten somebody who just maybe gotten out of something and they've cashed out, their house. Like I think he had an interview with a brother on there just today or 2 days ago that he cashed out $800,000 and he lives in Thailand now. So those stories are of the people with the longevity are really coming forth now.
Say that again, Joe.
No, I was just saying like the stories of the people with the longevity are now starting to come out now. Like, like BMT had the story about the guy who had sold like he came over to Thailand with about 800 grand and I guess after selling his house and things like that and stocks he invested in. Then you've had some brothers that like military that who
Yeah.
already have served 20 some years and they have a military retirement plus their maybe some type of disability income that's coming in also.
Mhm.
those are the people that we're gonna see in these next few years that are gonna be the ones that just gonna stay over there. These these kids, anybody below their 20s and 30s,
They're not going to be
I
able to sustain unless they're digital nomads
yeah,
and
they're
they're
really
working
not
on
gonna be
AI
able to.
platforms or whatever. And that's really my position right now. But like I said, I'm here building foundations in my AI automation businesses so that, I have peace here. I have low overhead. I still live comfortable while I'm digging into learning these new technologies so that I do ultimately plan on going back to the United States.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go back on my terms to where I have, multiple income streams,
What are you going, Ronan? Are you in your second year now?
But no, this is pulling up on my first in May of being
Okay.
here in the Philippines. I came here in May of last year, May 5th.
Okay.
Literally, Cinco de Mayo is when I got on the plane
Oh
in
wow.
America and got here on the 6th, 7th.
Man, it
So,
don't seem like it's been that long.
yeah, time flies, man.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Especially because you were saying you're gonna just be 3 years, right? So
Yeah, it depends
yeah,
on everything that's going on. And
that's
then
pretty good.
obviously, once we do get married, then it's a whole immigration thing to get her back.
Oh, okay, so you are planning on tying that knot.
Yeah. What was the point of me coming?
Oh, okay. I don't know, man. I didn't know you were planning on tying the knot.
I outlined all this for you guys, but I said I'll show you better than I could tell you. Nobody was listening.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey man, I'll get married again.
Listen, the execution on me coming here, the progression of me planning to come here, coming here, vetting, looking at properties, whether I was going to buy early or buy later. I'm buying in Texas first. We can build something later here.
mhm.
But again, I also said that comes with what? Lineage.
Yeah, you did say that.
That is transferred to who? Children.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? It is a process for everything.
Yeah.
Even when I first got here, everybody's like, "Did you see her yet?" No,
I need
man,
to, I need to come over there and visit.
Listen. 30 days acclimatation. I stayed in BGC for the first 30 days. I didn't run out here just for the woman. I came out here and reestablished my resources, reestablished my base when it comes to the VA, and going there and getting established in that system before I even got on the plane to come here.
Yeah, I need to come out there, man. What's Fearless been up to? I don't even see him hardly online anymore.
Yeah, we were just on the other night, bro. Y'all don't even come in our room no more, man. We were just on a live yesterday.
No, I think that you know what I think that has happened though, that you guys, some of them have been off so long that their stuff isn't even popping up anymore. Like the notifications.
Yeah, and that's what I told him. I said we got to get more consistent. He's got too many, he's got too many logs in the fire, and I was like, look, man, we got to get consistent. I don't care what you do, put it in the calendar, put it wherever. So actually, this Saturday we're going to do men's health and nutrition. So we got LJ Love, we got LJ, the Southern Vegan, and a brother that's a fitness coach that's going to come on the show, and we're going to talk about food and fitness and all these things. So the same thing you were talking about, Drew, we're going to be talking about on Saturday, more formal setting.
No more discussion about Anton and Corey, right? It's over.
I'm kind of down with that situation. I know it's it
went on long enough.
But there's too many people that do it better. Yeah, and that's not really our stick. That's not really where we fit in our pocket. And unfortunately, a lot of the conversations we have are so at a different level that we're not going to keep the same people in the room.
Yeah. That went on for so long. I was like, oh my God.
It's still going on, man. I mean, O'Shea's still making money off of it. There's plenty of YouTubers that just started that have over 3,000 to 5,000 fucking viewers on that whole shit.
Yeah.
So they're even growing newer channels just off of that one storyline.
Crazy.
Yeah. And then Dr. Umar and his stick and everything that's going on with him. Oh, we're going to open the school on Tuesday. Ladies and gentlemen, all my haters, blah, blah, blah. What the hell?
Oh, man.
It's past the inspection time, brother. Where's your news? Where's the doors opening? You know, you still got one fucking drop single. You got drop
still think
ceiling
he's gonna
panels.
get that school?
He
No, I
says
don't
he's
think
coming
so.
and ready for inspection, but what I'm telling you is the inspection is going to definitely point out, because while he's walking around filming and bragging, you can see that the drop ceiling with the panels on the top of the drop ceiling, they're fucking missing. That ain't done.
But
You know, every room he walked into, there is no furniture, there's no seating for the students, there's nothing. The blank
there's
walls.
no payroll. There's
where's he getting the money to pay his employees? How come he hasn't hired those ladies yet? Where's his
no
where's his
website?
staff? Yeah.
There's no site.
There's nothing there. So you sitting there saying the school will be open. How? You ain't got no classroom set up. You ain't got no staff set up. You ain't even got office staff. If you're getting ready to open up the school, you would think you at least have an assistant there with an office staff that's taking in maybe potential students coming into the school,
or teachers.
You're hiring teachers, and you're getting that room set up. These are empty rooms you bragging about you about to open up. Man, stop.
Yeah. You know, no HR, no nothing. Like, there's no hiring process.
Ain't nobody that goddamn stupid. No.
Yeah. Like, okay, you may have opened up the school, okay, but people are not coming there to work for free.
Right.
Your days of volunteer, people if people would have got it off the ground within 6 months to a year, he would have had people volunteering to be in that, because people were gung ho to give the money.
Here's my biggest thing. If you're such a Pan-African and everybody has faith and belief in you, where's the Islamic, the Black Islam community that would be supportive of something like that? How come you ain't got them on board and you're a Pan-African? You're all for the people, right? How come they don't support you? Because they don't see the vision you got and they don't trust you as the fucking leader. That's why you don't got them. Because you aren't a leader.
Yep. You absolutely right. Absolutely right. So yeah, the scam, I don't know. But yeah, man, I hope to try to come out there, man, because I was looking at some tickets from the West Coast. I ran across a video. It was an airline called Zip Air.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of them?
I never heard of Zip Air, but there's several airlines right now that have flights out of either Ontario or LAX directly to the Philippines.
Yeah. This Zip Air I was looking at, they were direct to Japan, and they were like 300 or something coming out of LA, and I was like, wow.
It's as low as 500 and something to 900 and something for coach and maybe prime coach.
Yeah.
In May, there's a certain fly time that you're going to get that. Any other time is 12 to 1500 for a decent seat, like in maybe premium, like just a little under business, which I sat in, and I had fucking plenty of room, and pretty much everything business class I got.
Yeah.
I have my own, headset and all that other bullshit, TV. Matter of fact, whatever they were serving business class, they just kept on walking to our area too. And that was on EVA airline, and they're like one of the top 10 airlines. And I flew one way 1400.
Okay.
And that was from Houston, literally from Houston to Taiwan, from Taiwan into the Philippines.
Oh, okay. It's not too bad.
Yeah. So
not
it was
bad
a
at
month.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wanna at least make a trip out there. But I've been thinking about, like, I got some buddies that work in Japan, and they're like, man, you should come out here and work and stuff. And I was like,
yeah, man, they got property out there. They giving away damn near, if you don't mind living out in like a province area, because a lot of the kids don't want to inherit that property. It sits there empty. I mean, there's Sunday Love is a black content creator that used to be on America's Top Model. She owns like 3 or 4 properties, has a really good YouTube channel talking about all the different advantages of living in Japan.
Yeah, but the thing that just I'm not clear on. I mean, I'm just going by hearsay. So what I understand is that Japan does not have a retirement program for Americans. That we would purchase property there, but we will only be able to be there for like 90 days of the year. So
No,
like 3
she's been there
months.
for only 7 years.
Now she
So
may
there's
be.
some
I don't know what she does. Is
yeah.
she a teacher? Is she?
No, she's
Um.
not doing any of that. She
Okay.
is 100% a sole content creator, and she runs a clothing and something online type of business.
What is
There's
her
about
name
three
again?
different businesses. Sunday Love, and it's spelled Sundai Love.
Okay, I'll look her up.
Yeah, look up her channel. But she does really good content, and she goes through a lot of different things where it comes like we're buying property, what she had to do that. And yeah, she has some online like digital nomad type of job, but she also has about 3 separate online businesses when it comes to fashion or clothing line or brand line. You know,
Okay.
sweater, sweat top,
A
stuff
year in
like
my
that.
life, Japan, buying house, health scare.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause she has lupus. I think she
Oh.
has lupus as a illness,
Oh
but
no.
she's been able to hold on and contain that, and hasn't really been sick a lot. So, you know, again,
So it looks like she does some type of work out there, huh?
yeah, she does digital nomad work. I think she used to
Oh.
be because like I said, she used to be on America's Top Model. She lived in Korea for about 2 to 4 years there and then moved to Japan afterwards. But I think she used to be a news anchor or do something with interviews where, you know, she was well known, obviously, because she's in the TV media kind of industry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to check her out. She looks interesting. She's a beautiful girl.
Mm-hmm. Single as all hell too.
Yeah.
But you know she's picky.
Well, I mean,
I'm talking about for the brothers that might be listening that are dialing up her channel right now.
you
You know,
know, I don't even know if she even likes us. You know, she's in an area
no,
where
no,
we
she
ain't
don't have a
there.
problem with brothers. No,
So,
she doesn't have a problem with brothers because believe me, she has a small community of Black or Blasian people that she meets up with. She always catches a train from where she normally lives at into a certain town or into Tokyo or Kyoto or wherever, where there's a group of them and they all meet up. There's plenty of Black people in Japan, believe me.
oh yeah,
You
I
know,
know
matter
there's
of
a
fact,
lot
the
of them over
International
there.
Pride Storm is there right now, and I don't know if you know about T-Mac. T-Mac travels back and forth, and he has a half Japanese, half Black, obviously, female or daughter
Oh,
that
okay.
he goes back and sees there, even though he lives in Colombia now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of brothers out there. It's just people just don't want, you know.
Yeah, I had to check her content out and see what she's all about.
Yeah,
She's
she
beautiful
like I
though.
said, I've watched her content for almost 2 years.
Hmm.
Really good content creator. I wish
Yeah,
I could be at her level. I mean, I have a terrible time with editing. Terrible. You know, I'm
yeah. I
trying to
just
get better.
wonder. Like I said, I just wonder how you can stay out there so long.
Mhm.
That's the whole key. Like I said, I heard that there's no retirement process. Not like, say, hey, we retired from the military and we got our own
Mhm.
income coming in to where we don't need, we just want to live here.
Right. Now, I don't know that, and I don't know if she really went through her visa situation and
Hmm.
how she's staying there as long, but you got to think we've had bases in Japan for a long time, and pretty much everywhere we've ever had bases, they have a special system for ex-military or veterans to get a cheaper version of the visa. Like here, we have the SRRV visa for
Okay.
military. Well, we have less requirements. Our requirements for SRR visa is basically, I think $1,500 in a local Filipino bank and a steady income if you're
Hmm.
already retired or service connected. If you're younger than 30 or if you're around 30 to 40, then I think you have to have about 5 or 10,000 in a bank, a local Filipino bank, and a steady income, and that's it. Nothing
By the ten
major
thousand
like
pesos.
5 to 10,000 American.
Oh, okay.
Or being invested in a business. So there's certain pathways, but actually, as you get older, it becomes more convenient, obviously,
You know what? I think
and less
that would
expensive.
be a good program for
It's
you
a good home
guys
port.
to, huh?
Yeah.
I
Philippines to
mean,
me is a perfect home port for somebody that wants to travel around Southeast Asia and maybe even go to Africa. It's a better port than being in America,
yeah,
jump off from. You have
yeah.
access to the whole world. America is so isolated.
I think that would be a good some good videos for you guys to do where it's like, hey, how can an American stay in the Philippines, and how can an American stay in Japan? Well,
Hmm.
there's the route of marriage, there's the route of, work, there's the route of teaching, things
Right.
like that. Because I do see
No,
that guy, that brother Danny. He hangs out with BMT. I think sometimes he's in
yeah,
Thailand now, and he's doing
yeah, he's one
teaching.
of those. Jesus, that young kid, man, he needs some work. Uh, he's part of the no condom gang crew.
Oh,
Get what?
okay, yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh well, they're part of.
his own. Yeah,
Put my nuts on the crap table and roll them. Salmon jaw down.
you know, crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, we were all young once, but I'm just like the level that the younger people are at right now is nowhere close to something we would have done when we my age. At my age, now we didn't put that shit out there. You barely had any kind of digital media whatsoever.
Man,
So
it's
it
insane
wasn't
some
something
of the
we
stuff they
published.
put out there.
We have photo albums,
Hmm.
like I said, but there wasn't nothing we put out on the internet and just bragged about. Yo, this is how many women I've tagged and da 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 da. Nah.
I was watching Anton Daniels, and there was a girl that was like, "Listen, I got herpes," and I mean, she was just out with it, like, yeah, I got herpes, and my parents, I had both my parents in the house, and once I turned 18, I just went wild, and I was sleeping with this guy, and now I got herpes, and I was like, oh my god, some
Mhm.
stuff you just got to keep your mouth shut, man.
You said TMI, just way too much information.
Yeah, yeah. Even you said TMI. There's a brother that's named TMI that's out there,
TMI
and
Santiago, yeah.
yeah, he tells too much too. Sometimes I'm like he's part of No Condom Gang. Yep,
The
yep,
no
Mhm.
condom gang. Yeah,
yeah.
we know them very well.
Like, man, you're 400 pounds in the No Condom Gang. You killing
Mm.
these little Thai chicks out there.
Literally.
Yeah,
Mm, mm, mm.
but no. S- some of our brothers and sisters, they just some of that stuff they just need to keep to themselves.
Yeah. You have a definitely a generation of lost souls.
Oh, no doubt.
It's
So
unfortunate.
does this girl does she speak Japanese?
Who?
This
Oh yeah, she speaks Japanese and Korean. Now,
okay, Sunday Love.
Sunday Love, she does speak some Japanese and
Okay.
she understands it. So yeah, being there for that long, yeah, she's picked up the language and she has local friends that are Japanese and they speak English too. And I
Okay.
think her being in the modeling background kind of hooked her up where she had people in the community that you kind of like befriend and get like those common commonalities. You know how you build your circle of trust. I think it
Yeah.
was way easier, for her to build up
Yeah.
her.
Also too, she probably does some that she probably has some level of income from that too.
Oh yeah, most
Because look
definitely.
at her place, man. Her place is actually big.
Yeah, I mean she has multiple houses. She does Airbnb. She has like 2 or 3 houses
Oh,
that she
okay.
brought dirt cheap. She had them renovated, and now she has them on the market as
Okay.
Airbnb spots in certain areas. So
Oh, okay.
she even walks you through a couple of those that she's brought. But
Nice.
they're literally giving properties away in Japan, like I was telling you. But they're in out of the way cities, which
Yeah.
she's in one. And like I said, she'll just catch a train into whatever city she wants to go to and stay for a while she conducts work or whatever meetings. And then she goes back to her little community, kind of like me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
50-minute flight away from Manila. I'm in the province. The airport's 5 minutes away from my gated guarded community where I live at. If I need to go do something, I can catch a plane. Plane tickets are dirt cheap here, to get into Manila. Matter of fact, I have a doctor's appointment in March at the VA. I'll
Oh
just
yeah.
catch a flight, stay a day or two, and come back.
How has that process been for you?
Not bad. I mean, same process as any VA in America. It's just they don't cover you 100% of everything. You need to make sure you're on the MFP program right along with your normal VA TRICARE program.
Okay.
MFP is just basically foreign medical plan
Mm-hmm.
and or FMP, whatever.
Yeah.
And all that does is, even though you might pay out of your pocket, you submit the bill and they reimburse you because you're still 100% covered.
Yeah.
It's just some things they're not going to cover locally at this VA clinic area or mini hospital. They're going to make you go out. You're going to pay out of your pocket, which is still going to be dirt cheap. You can probably pretty much afford most things here anyway out of your pocket or on a credit card. And then you submit the bill and they reimburse you.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good video for you to do, Ronan. That process, since you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, step by
I mean,
step.
I'm looking at different things like even like James Casino or Chocolate Man in Thailand is covered MFP.
Yeah.
Alex Bam Bam. He's
I forgot about him.
Foreign medical plans. Matter of fact, he flies back and forth from Thailand to the Philippines to get work done out of Angeles City at the VA there by Clark Air Force Base.
Oh, okay.
So there's different locations even here in the Philippines, but he flies back and forth. He just had back surgery. But before that, he did a rotator cuff surgery. So even though he has all his stuff in Thailand, he used to live here in the Philippines. He started here and then moved to Thailand, like James did. I think they both went over there around the same time.
Okay.
They know each other.
I'm starting to see a lot of dudes coming with Thai content out of Vietnam now.
Yeah, that's the next spot. Vietnam would be considered, or Cambodia. But Vietnam's really, I would say, more in line with American sensibilities and comfort than maybe Cambodia would be.
Yeah, Sunshine Shoulders is doing.
He was just there. Yeah,
that's my spot. Vietnam. That's what I'm really aiming for.
He's interviewing a brother right now. I just watched a little bit of it. And the brother was saying that he was about to marry a Vietnamese girl, but he was not going to get Vietnamese citizenship because if he retained that citizenship, he would have to denounce his American citizenship. So he was like, I'm not doing that. I'm sticking with the good old USA.
Yeah, you ain't that good for me to renounce my citizenship now.
Yeah,
come on.
Because you gotta still remember, even though everything looks all shiny, this is a communist country.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, this girl got a bunker on her.
Which one are you talking about?
The Sunday, whatever her name is. Yeah. I'm just looking at her at the.
She physically fit, nice.
Yeah. Now, if we can ever get those younger sisters into the age gap dating, it'll be good.
But the whole thing is, it's kind of crazy to see a woman like that and she's not in a relationship. But it happens more times than not. There's more and more women in Asia that are African American,
single,
and just can't get it together. Single.
Yeah.
A lot more YouTubers too. If you even do that YouTube search, you're gonna find a lot.
Yeah.
He said, "Show us." He said, "Show us what you look like." That's up to Drew. Drew would have to put her up, but I can pull up her channel.
Yeah,
that's not a big deal on their villainy.
Yeah, I just went to her channel. It was Sunday what?
Sunday Love.
Sunday Love. SUNDAI Love.
Mm-hmm.
She's cute.
But she's one of many that are there already.
She got me wanting to go out and get noodles right now. I'm watching her eat noodles.
Oh, she loves ramen. That's one of her things.
I'm about to go out and get ramen like Ira. That's the good thing about being in Vegas. Ramen is like almost 24/7.
Oh yeah, that's true. Everything's 24/7 in Vegas. That's one thing.
You wanted me to pull up something?
Yeah, I'm gonna share it with you right now. Just let me know when you're sharing it.
Yeah, right now. Okay. Who's that?
So this is the person we're talking about.
But she's from the Philippines?
No, she's American.
Oh, she's American. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she used to compete on American Top Model. But this is her even doing like she's got Japanese homes, you know. So this is her even doing a reno on one of her properties.
She's beautiful. I said, good looking girl. She got about an 8 head, you know, but
Mm-hmm. Of course, it's not her hair too, huh?
yeah.
So I mean, she knows how to promote, man. I tell you that. She's got sponsors and everything else, but it's a
Yeah.
lot easier for females to get sponsorships than males. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, it depends on what you're doing, you know.
Yeah.
Rushing
But
hard
like I
with
said, she comes from that industry, so she kind of already knew, you know. And so she comes from. Let's just give you a little profile shot for Mad Villainy who wanted to know what she looked like. So now you know. Go look her up. There's a name right there. Sunday Love.
Oh, okay. Let me guess. Fitness model, IG model, something like that.
No, she was just a regular American Top model, and she competed on the TV show, and then got into like news reporting or news anchor, whatever, and then she switched over to just a digital nomad / she has about 3 different clothing brands that she pushes. That's her branding, and now she does the Airbnb thing, property management.
Bro, these women are becoming smart, bro. They're starting to get investing.
And see, you're absolutely right, Andrew. There's a ton of videos where women, and especially black women, have gone to these countries, bought the houses, established themselves, and the brothers, we've just gone there and, you know,
just showed our asses, basically. You can say it.
Yeah.
We just went over there and showed our asses. That's it. We didn't do nothing.
These women been plotting and scheming for the longest time, bro. They've been had properties and stuff out there.
Yep. Because I look at NYC Future for example. You know, he's like in his 40s, and I'm like, brother, you know, you left America to quit your job to go to a third world country to be homeless and begging for cash apps and money only to return back to the States to be in your parents' basement. Like, dude, do you know if you just focus and work for a little while, you could actually probably, if you're really intent on staying in Dominican Republic, you could probably find you a crib for like 50,000, pay it off, and work hard for maybe good 2-3 years and have a home over there.
But this is the biggest thing about these kids. They're delusional at best because what chick, knowing the only way you're there is because somebody is paying you on YouTube like that. You're a fucking living avatar. You're not your own man. Your life is guided by whoever gives you a fucking super chat. You get what I'm saying? Go do this for $50. Go do that for 100. Here's your money so you can go lay a chica so I can see it. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
that's fucking
you're
nuts.
right.
What woman wants a man that's unstable like that? What's the one thing? You're a protector provider. You're supposed to be stable. A woman wants a stable man. None of these dudes are performing or acting like stable men. So where is the fucking delusion and what the fuck they're doing to make them think that some woman wants to do anything other than get paid by them and walk out the fucking door?
Brother, I don't understand it. And especially when I look at him, for example, and Rello, just him, like, dude, you're in your 40s, man. This is your time to grind.
Mm-hmm.
You could do it. Like, you could, I mean, you really, if you're intent on living there, you really could do it. Find the place, buy a cheap, I'm sure you could find something $30,000-$40,000, $50,000, 60, 70, whatever. But come back here and grind and work, pay it off, and have it down there.
Well, I always say you got to build yourself in America first before deciding to fly out of it.
Absolutely. You need a base. You need a base somewhere. And the American dollar is the strongest right now. So I don't know why you wouldn't be doing something where you had something going on here first.
Yeah.
before you go anywhere else.
And see, that's the thing. Another thing I don't understand. Like when you go into a job interview and they're like, man, I see you have like a 6-month gap here. What's going on? Like that's the year gap. Where you been? Well, I was living in Dominican Republic and I was, YouTuber and filming content and like what?
Yeah, I said that too before. I said I don't know how these guys gonna survive when they come back, and what are they gonna tell their bosses when they don't have a resume? Been gone for 3 years. What you been doing the last 3 years?
Nothing.
Well, they could always get a CDL. I mean, New York City, the future can get a CDL.
Man, brothers are lazy, man. They don't want to put in no real work. That's the problem.
CDL is definitely a tremendous opportunity to have right now because of the climate. Even the president brought it up in his State of the Union tonight about maybe even requiring not only commercial driver's license holders to have English, be proficient in English, but also personal, regular C-type driver's license to be English speakers also too. And I'm like, man, that's going to be huge. I think he even said tonight something about that even if a person banking in America, that you have to, your citizenship would be one of the things to determine if you can get a bank account. It's like, wow.
Yeah, they're changing a lot of laws right now.
Yeah, they're cracking down, man. Especially with these, when the American government looks at the amount of remittance that are leaving
Me
the
too.
United States and going outside of the United States, those are big dollars leaving the United States.
They don't like
And
that.
That's one of the number one gross domestic products that come into the Philippines is remit too.
Yeah.
Because there's so many foreign overseas worker, it's actually a line item for the Philippines. How much money is being made in other countries and sent back to the Philippines?
Mm-hmm. Another thing I heard too, I think it was either Guatemala or I think it was Guatemala. They were saying like 17% of their population is in America now. And they're sending back this amount, crazy amount of remittance back to the country. Like 17% of their population has come to the United States and is here.
Yeah, think about that. Think about they're using our resources, our social services to get ahead, all while they're sending money back to their country to build their own homes, to do whatever. And then when they really decide to want to leave because they never really applied to get their citizenship or not, they go back to a nice retirement home that's already been bought and paid for.
Yeah. The president, he drugged the Somalis tonight. Oh, man.
Oh, I'm sure he did. And thank God he did, because that's fucking ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
That wasn't just in Minnesota. That's a whole state, national thing.
Yeah.
They figured out they've been doing this for a while all over the country, not just in
What
Minnesota.
happened with the Somalians?
No, the president, he definitely drugged them tonight in his State of the Union speech about, they're basically calling them pirates. And, Ilhan Omar was in the audience and she was screaming at the president. And, it was just
I got to go back and watch this. I missed that one. That might be a show in itself, watching this woman act a fool.
Yeah.
How entitled you are. You've been here one generation and not even a generation. You came here. And now you feeling like you're entitled enough to get up and yell at our nation's leader, regardless of who he is. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, I guess we can close it up because it's
it's not too much going on, man.
Yeah, Andrew. When you coming on next, Andrew?
I have no idea, bro.
Man, you gotta have
whenever there's a good topic, because you got to put me in the loop, man. It's been a while since I've been in this travel space.
We're gonna be talking about men's health on Saturday. So
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be
men's
good.
health.
You'd be a good candidate for that because you said you're working out and losing weight and doing things like that, right? Eating healthy. Stop eating meat. I mean beef.
Yeah, I've kind of stopped
Oh,
eating beef for a while, and I lay off of bread too.
Yeah.
speaking of beef and Valentine's Day, I took my lady out to a steakhouse to have here. That's her first time ever having a fucking steak, bro.
Wow.
I love me some
So
steak,
she
bro.
was like loving the experience. And
Mhm.
that's the other thing, man. To see a woman enjoy and actually appreciate something you do for them, that's rare in America and other Western cultures. Not so much in some of these countries that we're in. They appreciate the effort and the things you do, you know?
Yeah, that when you said steak, that kind of remind me of that thing was a video that was going around where a brother he had cooked his girlfriend a steak. It was like,
Yeah,
we're gonna eat inside, and she was like, no, I wanted to go out for a steak. He's like, wait a minute, but I prepared this meal for us, to enjoy in the
right.
house. He's like, no, this is not good enough. I got dressed to go to Ruth Chris or something. And he was like, nah, but this is I did this.
Right.
She was
It,
so
it, yeah, it
unappreciative,
was the
man.
thought. Yeah, it was the thought that mattered more so than anything. And
Yeah.
my diet consists of chicken and now salmon because I found a source for salmon. She never had a salmon. So when I
Wow.
cooked up the salmon, I gave that to her. She's like, "Oh my god, this is so good." So I cook
She
here at the house and we go out. So it's just a matter of what we feel like doing. But I
yeah.
only buy salmon and chicken most of the time. We don't have a lot of beef, and they don't have a lot of cattle here. Not on this particular island.
Uh-huh.
So they ship it in or it's caribou or something like that, but it's not like it's readily available in a grocery store at a cheap price. A lot of people can afford some of the things because they're just not here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Andrew, man, you gotta think of some show ideas. You might not have to just do travel, man. You might need to do pop culture. I mean, you've done some pop culture stuff before.
Yeah, I've done before. Yeah, I'll switch it back. I go back and forth. So
Yeah.
you know, I do a little bit of everything. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I might just get some girl from Orlando in here and just talk.
Or you can interview some Mexican chicks if you can find some that
Matter of
can
fact,
tell you about what's going on with the cartel
Mm.
in Mexico.
didn't you have a girl that you were going to be checking in with on a regular basis?
Which
What
one?
happened to her? The one? I think she had black hair. She was kind of stacked and shapely in the back.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
she said that she
Colombian.
was coming out to Vegas. She wanted to come to Vegas.
Oh, I don't know. She all over the place, man.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah,
if she comes to Vegas, I'll show her around.
I'm sure you will.
I bet you would.
I'm sure you would.
Hey man, tour guide only. But
Mhm.
I do accept tips.
You'd be surprised, bro. I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna do something real nice in May.
Andrew, I live in Vegas. I'm not surprised by anything, to be honest with you, bro. Nothing
Yeah,
surprises me anymore.
and yeah. Would you? Yeah, you might be right. You might be right with that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. I this is a girl I go to the gym with, and I've yet to find, I mean, she's stacked. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? She's like, well, she doesn't really want to talk about her work. And I was like, oh man, she's definitely an escort or something.
Yeah, of
She
course. They
don't.
they they all are, bro.
Yeah.
They all are, man. Unfortunately, that's just the life we live in, bro.
Yep.
It's starting to get that way, man. Hey, I just use them for content, bro.
Actually, a good subject. Just to throw one at you too. I saw Anton Daniels talk about this. I don't know what the situation is out in Orlando, but the out here on the West Coast, especially Los Angeles and places around the area, Long Beach, there's a lot of people living out of RVs. I don't
Living out
know
of
if that's,
RVs.
yeah, on the street,
Mm.
RV living, van life type deals where they have memberships at the gyms and then just go in there and shower, but they live out of their cars. You know, car life.
Wow. That's well. Some people like that lifestyle, though. I guess. I don't know. some people just can't afford. They have to just, it goes hand in hand. I mean, you got some people who just don't want to. They don't want to have a house. They'd rather stay in an RV.
Well,
And
here on the West Coast, housing is so expensive that they
Yeah.
can't afford to live in that situation.
I think it started around the pandemic. Once people started losing their jobs and then they got comfortable at living that way, they kept that going, and just expanded on it. There's a whole community of YouTubers that are all van life all the time. Even what I was talking about with Chocolate Man in Thailand, he's gone back to America and did the van life thing for a couple months for a series on his own YouTube channel. And then came back.
I could never figure out why he did that. I mean, that's wild to me because I mean, knowing what we know about his background as being, retired veteran, probably 100%. I know he sold his house, so he's got plenty of money. But he went and did van life for, I think he's done it twice.
That was recently around the time that he broke up with his girl, and so he wanted to get a new perspective. And I mean, sometimes you got to reset. And amenities and having all the conveniences of life don't allow you to think.
Yeah, that stuff costs money, man. That stuff is expensive.
Yeah. Southern California is unaffordable right now. That's why you see a lot of people flow into Vegas.
I left California 2016 is when I left. Yeah, 2016.
I heard if you want a decent house, just to live out of the hood, it's gonna cost you like $5 million or some shit.
Well, I mean, if you go out to like the Riverside County, San Bernardino County area, there's pockets where you can be comfortable. You're not living in a hood. You're living in a older neighborhood that most of the houses are starting to be renovated now. I mean, I've lived in, Marietta, Lake Elsinore. I've lived in, Redlands, California, which is an upper area, but you wouldn't know it. There's certain pockets all over the place. And then there's country right in between it all. So it just depends on where you go. But yeah, big cities, you're going to clear a lot of money. The further out you go, the cheaper the prices get. And yeah, you can find houses for 100 and 150 to 250K in
That's how it is in Florida.
California. But you got to go out further with the bigger cities.
You have to go live in Barstow. Like
it's the same thing. It's the same thing in Florida. When you're over here, if you live out of Orlando, if you're living out of the city of Orlando, things are a lot cheaper.
I got 2 people on my chat right now that live in California, and you can see their prices, what they're talking about. Yeah, Orange County is ridiculous.
I heard like the hood homes are like 1 point something million for a home in the hood. That's crazy.
Bro, my uncle, I remember when he bought his property probably like 15 years ago in DeLand, and when DeLand was nothing.
That's crazy.
Nothing. Like, I mean, it's not the same place that it is now. And it was dirt cheap.
I guess 1.1 million is nothing in LA. Because I mean,
no, not per square foot.
That ain't no type of money.
Let's talk about that for a second. Because here the thing is, in America, you have the MLS system. There's an actual logical reason why houses cost what they house, what they're appraised for by square foot, what's sold in the neighborhood. There's a way of fact checking whether that land's worth what it's worth. You know how they do it here in the Philippines?
But
you ask for whatever the fuck you want.
But see,
there is no MLS system.
In California, the gas is fucking expensive too. Like everything's up. It's expensive there. Like even T-Mac is saying, like you ain't gonna find a house under 1.1 million. You know what I'm saying? You won't find a house that's under 1.1 million.
I said in the Philippines there is no MLS system to keep people honest. You charge what you want to charge. Doesn't matter whether the house appraises for that amount, what it is per square meter, or any of that shit. It's whatever they want to fucking charge you for it.
What up, Darnell?
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen? How's everyone doing tonight?
Hey, Darnell. Happy New Year.
Where you
Happy
been?
New Year.
I haven't seen Darnell
since nobody's seen you since last year, bro. It's now February, almost March.
Yeah, man. I got MRIs, and it's been taking a lot out of me. you
Oh,
know.
you doing all right, man?
Eh, mm,
You don't need to
yeah.
discuss, but hopefully you're doing well, man. You know.
Yeah.
That's correct. For a
Yeah.
single family home, $1.1 million in LA or more,
Yeah.
you will probably need a rehab. God damn, I can't believe
Yeah.
in the hood houses are only $1 million. That's
My
crazy.
cousin, my cousin sold his house, and he lived in Santa Clarita. Sold his
Mhm.
house. Um, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it's like it's crazy because it's like $1 million neighborhood that he sold the house in. But the thing was, the house was like real dilapidated. My cousin told me,
Don't
he's
matter.
like, yeah, he hid a bunch of stuff and sold it to somebody. Turned out the person he sold it to had $350,000 worth of repairs.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it.
Wow.
I was like, 350,000. I was like, dude,
Could have tore
that's
that
damn
down
near.
and built up.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is that 350 probably turned it into a $2.5 million home.
True.
Last time I checked, it was that house was 1.2 million. Last time I checked, full
What did he
value.
buy it at? What did he buy it at?
He didn't buy it. It was my uncle's house.
So $350,000 to get 1.2 million was still a worthy investment. What you mean?
Yeah. Well, he didn't see that because my uncle, he did some crazy stuff.
Mhm.
He had a second mortgage on it. He mortgaged a lot of that house. So my cousin, when he took over the house, basically his parents got divorced and they didn't want the house anymore. And he took it over, and yeah, I mean, he got a little bit of he got a few 100,000, but yeah, he didn't see that 1.2 million.
Oh, because there was outstanding loans and debt on it.
Yep.
So if you guys had $1.1 million right now, would you spend it on a house?
Not in California. I go down south.
Yeah, definitely not in California.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
I don't need a 1.1 million house. I mean,
No, he just
yeah,
said, "Would you could buy a house for 400,000?"
Yeah, but if you don't
yeah.
get a house, if you get a house under 1 point something million, it's not
Mhm.
going to be the best. It's not going to be in the best condition, especially in
Oh,
Florida.
Well,
Like
I mean,
that's not
probably
Could
no,
true.
be.
no, no. Let me stop. Yeah, you can. Like $250,000 house is a decent house, but anything under $250,000, oh man, it's going to be in bad shape.
well,
It
I
doesn't
mean
matter.
but
You have the fuck out of a house. Huh? That doesn't matter to me. Hey,
well,
clicking what Philippe said. It's very irrelevant. The issue is who are you to sell to? Because in the future, millennials and Gen Z are probably not going to be able to afford it.
True.
All you can do is put it in a trust
Well,
if you have children to protect it from probate court and allow your kids to inherit it, and maybe have a life insurance policy affixed to the trust so you can pay the taxes for a couple of years and let them get ahead.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I'm considered as a millennial. I'm like right at the, I think at the end. No. Am
Mhm.
I at the beginning? No, yeah, I'm at the beginning. I'm sorry. I'm like the beginning of the millennial age. But kind of funny. It will sell. It will sell.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know, man.
if you're not hell bent on staying in the city and you can make maybe some type of remote income, there's a lot of smaller California towns you can stay in. It's just the fact that right now, when we see around Long Beach, LA, those areas of the RV life is
Right.
like Anton. Like I said, if you go back and watch that video Anton Daniels had today, it was pretty eye opening because there's people out there who are one selling lot space for like $2,500 a month for them to park their RV. There's people who have multiple RVs that they own that are RV lords who are like, basically instead of you have a landlord with an apartment, like when you own an RV and have somebody in it, you're not bound by the rules of like having an apartment because
Yeah.
this is all new.
Yeah.
You can be a
Yeah.
slumlord RV owner. Like, well, no, I'm not fixing that tire.
Yeah.
It's good.
I mean, the thing is, though, like, I mean, I know what you mean, and you're right that you go further from the cities that you know things are cheaper, but at the same time, like, I mean, I went through a town. I was on my way to the Bay Area. This is years ago, but I was on my way to the Bay Area, and I got too tired to drive, so I stopped in a little small town called Santanella. It's like it's on Interstate 5, south of Stockton, basically, and I mean, the place, I ain't gonna lie to you, the place is nothing more than crackhead city, and they still want like crazy money for
Man, you got houses
there.
in Compton that you probably brought, or they were pre-manufactured homes that were built back in the '60s that you might have spent maybe $40,000 or $50,000 on that are going for over $1 million plus in certain neighborhoods, and then being renovated.
Hey, Ronan, is it true that Compton? I heard white people are moving to Compton now. Like,
Yeah,
they
that's called gentrification.
Gentrification.
That's what they did. Look at Long Beach. Long Beach for a long time was already notoriously known for gang wars right around the harbor and everything else. That whole place has been gentrified the hell out. They got even cruise ships pulling into Long Beach Harbor now, where before you wouldn't even have thought about wanting to be in Long Beach for shit in the 80s.
Bro, I was in Long Beach a few years ago around that industrial area, and I was just shocked at the amount of RVs people just living in Long Beach, just on the
Yeah,
side
they
of the
actually
road.
had parking rules in California. So what the Chocolate Man in Thailand was talking about, they have certain parking rules in California where you can and park for overnight stays because it got so bad.
It's
People
the
are
same
literally
thing with
parking in their RVs.
it's the same thing with New York. It's the same thing with New York. They gentrified a lot of the areas like tri-state areas like Bronx, Brooklyn. Brooklyn, they got a basketball team in Brooklyn, a stadium. So that lets you know Brooklyn and one of the used to be one of the worst areas too in Brooklyn.
Right.
They have the Barclays Center. They gentrified the hell out of that place. Brooklyn's like a peaceful place. You see a lot of businesses, and there's a lot of white people who moved out there. So it's all changing, bro. Like everything's changing. Everything's changing. I think they're forcing more people who are in low developed areas deep down in the South to where they got to be in the
What
country.
they do is they let the cities go to hell in a handbasket, especially in prime real estate areas, which is gentrification. They offer the nice house out in the fucking suburbs and move all the crime out there.
Yep.
And then revitalize the city and run up the rates.
Yeah, California was notorious for that.
That's the game. And then you got nice neighborhoods you would think were nice neighborhoods out in some of these suburb areas that are fucking gangland areas because they moved everybody out of those areas that were down in the inner city.
Yeah.
I mean, I lived outside of Houston by 50 miles, and it still was a very nice area, but it still had your elements. Actually, in Houston, anywhere surrounding Houston, I lived in Montgomery County, not Harris County. And there's even a rule that says you need to live 2 counties away from Houston County or Harris County in order to get better rates on your insurance and everything else. Because I already knew within a county or two of that Harris County area, you're going to have crime.
Well, they do the same thing over here in Florida, in Central Florida, Orlando. If you live in the city of Orlando, you're going to be paying an arm and a leg for insurance versus you living outside of it.
When I saw Harris County on First 48, I was like, yeah, I don't want to live there.
Well, my shit is expensive over here in my area, but my mom, she lives in a area where the insurance is cheap, so I just use her address. Fuck it.
That's the way to go, T-Mac. Buy them early and then let them just accumulate wealth and you flip them. And matter of fact, that was one of the things I told a lot of my clients in California is like, look, once you come of age and all your kids are out of the house, why are you keeping the house? That's your investment vehicle. Sell that bitch, go buy a house that's equal in size for fucking maybe a quarter of the price and start investing the rest of that money out of that house that you're holding on to. All your kids will never come back home again. Fuck that. They're not going to come back home. They're not loyal like that anymore.
Yeah.
So you don't need to keep a 5-bedroom house when there's only 2 of you in the house.
I want you guys to listen to this.
Looks me right in my eyes and say, I don't like black people. I looked him back and this Russian guy just walks over to me, looks me right in my eyes and say, I don't like black people. I looked him back in his eyes and said, why you don't like black people? He took a sip of his vodka, a tug of his cigar, and he turned his head and blew the smoke. He said, man, you guys are the most gifted athletically. You're physically strong, but you're mentally weak. He said, y'all still slaves. You're just mentally slaves. You're still filling up the prisons. You're still killing each other. They just don't have the chains on you. If it was us and they tried to enslave us, they would have to kill all of us because dying is better than being a slave. And I grabbed him in his $30,000 suit. And I told him that's exactly how I feel. And I have a tough time showing my kinsmen, other black people, exactly what the you're talking about. But I'm not that guy. I let his shirt go. He looked at me and he said, you're the first I ever met. And he shook my hand. And I actually respect him for coming to me so boldly and so strongly, telling me exactly what he thinks. It's Russian.
What do you guys think of that?
Yeah, he's absolutely correct. He's absolutely correct. There's very few of us that will speak up and position ourselves in a way that we just don't take shit. Obviously, Gen X, a lot of us have grown up that way. That's why I said with DEI, gentrification, and quotas on hiring. I was in the framework when I was in executive management and management. We had quotas on who we could and could not hire and how many people we need in order to fill the quota or the requirement set by the state or the federal government of how we need to equal out, what type of person. Obviously, a black woman took up 2 spots. She was black and she was a woman. Instead of hiring 1 black man and a woman, you hire a black woman and you knock out 2 slots with 1 hire. Then you can fill that with somebody else that you really want. That's the way they thought. I was there. But again, like I said, I never took a job without all this bullshit about, at will employment. I never did that. I always had a contract when I worked. You're not just going to fire me after I put in work. That's why Gen X, we're already used to this shit. They got rid of DEI. Oh my God, how are we going to get this job? Work for it. Be the best in there. Compete. What the fuck?
So I gotta
listen. You gotta be so good they can't fucking fire you. Meaning you're so good and you make them so much money, they would hate to see you go to the competition.
Yeah, I gotta read this. I gotta read this poll.
See you go to the competition.
It's Trump's new ban 75 countries from visa who caused this to happen. I said questions were. Well, the answers were, was it passport rules that caused these things to happen? Was it weak U.S. border policies? Was it the national security threats? Or was it YouTube media overreaction? So we got 28% of people said passport rules, 17% of people said weak U.S. border policies, 39% people said national security threats, and 17% said YouTube media overreaction. So they all think, most people think it's national security threats. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
I think it's just politics. I mean, there's a lot going on. It's I know the questions about visas and things, but it's not even just about the visas. Like, I mean, just look what happened with Trump's tariffs. This is my opinion. I think this is kind of retaliatory. Is all it is.
For who?
So do you guys think Trump
It's a national
has
security
something
threat.
to do with? Do you think Trump has something to do with with the travel space on why
No.
people are
No.
not traveling as much?
No. He ain't looking at that. It's a national security threat, bro. The borders were wide open. You had people flowing through the borders unchecked. Nobody knows who is who. Supposedly, there's terror cells that are now in the state sleeper cells. Chinese
Damn.
are flowing through. Indians are flowing through. Africans are flowing through that Mexican border. I mean, it was just a national security threat. Then you
Yeah,
take an
but
account
but
for you got
Well,
Somalis sending
who's
huge
accountable?
sums of money back into
Yep.
Somalia, which was supporting pirates
Or
who
Kenya.
basically are attacking
Wow.
ships.
Well,
but here's but
but okay, but hold on. Let me just say this: who's responsible for the borders being open for all this stuff to happen?
What do you
Our
mean?
country. Our country is responsible.
Because of our rules.
Right, but wasn't
Allowing-
wasn't the Biden administration were the ones that opened up the borders?
Brother, the
no.
borders have been open forever. There are rules
Yeah.
and regulations that have to be changed because we have been so liberal and
Yeah.
allowing so many people in instead of putting
Yeah, but
requirements
why
of
would we have
you
open
can, hold
borders?
on, let me finish. Let me
But
finish
don't
my
you think
answer.
this
Let me
is
finish
why
my
we have
answer.
this is why we
Let
have
me
the
finish my
secret belt.
answer. Let me finish my answer. If they had initially set up policy to say we will only allow 300,000 people into our country per year when it comes to permanent visas, we will only allow 100,000 to actually become, citizens of the United States after they demonstrate they can contribute to our country in a beneficial way, then you would have stopped so many other people from coming here just to take advantage of our social services.
Yes.
And that's what they've been doing, taking
Yes.
advantage of our social services to a point where it's been detrimental to the rest of the population. The Somalis is one of the key points.
Yep.
In every situation where there's a scholarship, there are more foreign names in the last names for submission than American names.
That's
Not,
true.
and you could say that's to our own detriment because we just aren't aware. But how are immigrants more aware than the people that live here?
And
it's
birthright
help,
citizenship
Oh,
too.
wow.
Yeah.
but it's help from whatchamacallit, the H-1B visa policy. The companies, they love hiring foreigners because they're incentivized. One, they're incentivized to hire these guys. They don't have to pay them as much as an American, and then it's kind of not servitude in a way, but it's almost like servitude. I hate to say that term, but it's almost like servitude where they have to stick with the company. So this person can't job hop like like you guys or me. They're stuck with that company because they're tied with that visa.
Right. But
So
yeah, look at each of those countries on that list as you scroll up. They have come over
Yeah.
here. They haven't been necessarily, if they're not tied to terrorism or Islamic fucking extremists, then they're tied to, they're coming over here and they're not contributing to society, but they're getting on social services. Some overstay their visas. They're not following through on those things. Each one of those countries have, if you go through and actually look at each country, they have something where they are not beneficial for even allowing them in our country. What are they doing for us?
Nothing.
But yet and still, every country an American goes to with a visa, if you wanted to be a permanent resident, what do you have to do? Contribute to the society for a benefit. You have to put so much in cash into their local bank accounts and into their economy. You have to start a business, meaning we're contributing to them. But yet and still, because we say, give us your poor, your masses, and we'll fucking freely take them.
Yep.
They've been taking us to the bank.
And there's other countries too who, like I was just saying earlier, that you may be able to come there, but you need to show that you can sustain yourself
Right.
with the funds that you're bringing and not leech off of their system.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
the thing is,
$100 in the bank. When have we asked somebody that's immigrating into our country, show us your bank account?
Yep.
Are you fucking serious?
well, I mean, I don't know about that, but I'll say this is that I live in a border state, and like I used to cross over into Mexico all the time, and I'll be honest with you, they really it's the same thing, down in Mexico. They just let you cross the border. You don't even have to go through immigration. I mean, you technically go, but no one stops you. no one checks your
why would they stop somebody that's bringing money into their country, not taking from their country? You get the difference? We're going in there. Any country you go to, we're actually contributing to their economy. We're contributing to something in their country. There's no hesitation about letting an American in. But we don't have the same scruples when we're allowing poor and broke and destitute people to come into our country. We have such a great heart and such a giving heart. We're allowing these people to come in and overwhelm our own services for our people. And matter of fact, we give them an advantage. We speed them through our system and allow them to have access before our own people.
Yeah, I mean, that was a problem in, especially in Chicago. I think the residents are still pissed about that.
New York and other places where Venezuelans and everybody else, when they were rushed into the country, were given. Everybody knows about these EBT cards that have $4,000 to $5,000 in it. They were putting people up in hotels and different things like that that normal people in that same city could never afford.
Yeah, that's true. I heard about that.
That's why you had Somalis saying, yeah, you white people and you Americans, you go out and work for us. We get to collect money and not have to work. Where was that braggadocious fucking Somali that had gotten on the internet and went viral on a video talking about how we're working so hard that they're taking advantage of our system?
Yep. And like it's not. And there's more groups than that are out there, because I'm sure there are not
the
only
ones who just stuck out. I'm sure Nigerians have been taking their fair share in other cultures too.
Yep.
But again, the Somalis are the ones that stuck out first. So the ones that stick out first get cut first.
Yep. The nail that sticks out the furthest gets hammered.
Yeah. A lot of those people are getting deported or convicted now.
Yeah. And I don't know these 75 countries, but if you look, I would say I don't know the 75, but I think those 75 are countries that are not even contributing. Their people aren't contributing when they're over here.
I mean, like I said, we have a high immigrant population here, and they do contribute. A lot of them do. They work hard. Hell, I've seen it in California. I mean, they all huddle together and start out in a shack, and next thing you know,
listen, that's not the issue. We know they're going to come over here and work hard. You know why? Because our dollar is worth how much more greater overseas in their country. Remember, we just talked about remit to. Their biggest motivator is to come here and make an American dollar for doing that same kind of work they would do in their country for far less.
Yeah.
So they're going to be motivated and have a great attitude because they're doing that same job they would normally do in their country for way more money, and they're able to not only live off of that but send money back home to build whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, but at the same time, it kind of defeats your argument that they're just coming here to just live off the system. I mean, you can't work hard and live off the system at the same time.
Why not? Why not? Look at what the Somalis were doing. They were taking advantage of the system.
You can be in Section 8. You can be in Section 8. You can be receiving welfare.
That's crazy work. They're still pulling resources out of the system, but they all own not only cars, but they had their own functioning businesses. They were even scamming more money out of, utilizing whatever government systems for childcare and everything else.
That's why the people were saying, well, how come these Somalis got all these nice cars and they living in Section 8? Well, they're milking the system, getting free housing, but they're still going on.
They have childcare systems where they're saying they're taking care of 50 individual kids that work at night that happen to be Somali, but they're not actually working. And so those kids are never showing up, but they're being paid so much per head in those fucking daycare centers based on that program. And nobody's checking them. They just
come over here and start a daycare system thinking that that's not even a system that exists in their own country, but they're knowing how to run a daycare system because they figured out what the system is.
Right.
Well, I mean, you're always going to have somebody that scams the system. I mean, that's just going to happen. But how many immigrants?
Population of people that have been trained on the grift, and it's overwhelming that Okay, so in Minnesota alone, over the years that they've already tracked, it was 9.2 billion. Now multiply that by 50 states, because it wasn't just the fucking Minnesotans that were doing that shit. You don't think there were other programs that Somalis, and they found out in New Jersey and some other places they were doing, Ohio. It started, once you started pulling the pieces back, you started seeing, oh, this was being replicated all over the fucking country.
Well, I mean, I never heard anything, sent to to the media on that.
Yeah, it's Ohio and other states. No, they dug more. They started finding out they were doing it all over the country. Yeah, they started finding out there was pockets of people doing it all over the country, and it wasn't just on the social services grift. Then, I mean, it wasn't just on that. It was also on long-term care facilities. Then it got into some private nursing, and they started digging, and more businesses with Somali names on it were doing so many things where they were over-reporting services that were being rendered in order to get a check, because our system is so diluted because they fired a lot of employees that there's no fact-checking now. They're not going back and verifying these businesses who actually have the employees and they're servicing the people they say they're servicing. So when you know there's nobody guarding the fucking door to let you in to the chicken coop, you're just gonna walk on through and start taking all the chickens out until somebody tells you can't. And then the Somalis think they're fucking justified in the way they did it. Don't hate on us because we figured out how the scam works. Okay. It's fucking illegal.
Yeah, I'm about to shut this down a little bit.
Don DeMarco.
I got one.
I'm getting tired, bro.
Don DeMarco. Don DeMarco.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna let Andrew go so he gets some sleep, man.
Yeah, man, because I'm passing out on the mic, bro. That's not
all right. Peace, brothers.
Hey, if you guys have any stories, man, let me know, man. I'll cover it. What's going on in the travel space? Anything new?
Mexico.
That's that Mexico shit. That's it.
Well, I mean, that's the dangerous spot right now. That's the hot spot.
Good? Yeah, QB, you got some explaining to do, man. If you watching,
yeah, you need to interview QB because maybe he's got an insight to what's going on.
He goes to Jalisco and some of these places that are on fire right now. He used to go to
Guatemala.
I should interview him about Mexico, man. I mean, about California, Mexico, because he's out there. So I don't know. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. What happened at the airport, though? Guadalajara.
Yeah. It wasn't just the airport. They went into the gas station and set the fucking gas stations on fire too.
They were just shooting at the whole place.
Yeah.
Golly.
Went into the mall, airport. All right, I gotta go. I'm gonna let you go so I don't keep on talking. Peace.
Aired out the clip. All right, guys. Appreciate it, man. All right, Darnell, man. I appreciate you being on, bro.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, man. Always.
Yeah, man. We out of here, man. I'm about to close it up.
All right, now.
All right, bro.